And welcome to another Scrapping Irish live, and this time I have gloves on me. So who's first for their medical tonight? Now I have gloves on tonight because I am sorting out a lot of stuff that I took off boards and stuff, and they're kind of dusty and dirty and stuff like that. So I just put the gloves on. So that's what I'm sorting out. So we'll just do a bit of housekeeping before I'll be doing that, while I'm talking to whoever comes in tonight and wants to spend a few minutes with me or spend the full duration of the time. Gulf Coast, welcome in. Silver Scorpion, welcome in. And You Knows Bro, welcome in, guys. Appreciate you dropping in already. Now let me go and check and see if everything is live the far side on the YouTube side. Seems to be. Let me double check that. Okay. Okay, that's all right. View on YouTube. Close down the other two windows. Again, I have subscribers only set in. So if you aren't a subscriber, unfortunately, you can't comment for 20 minutes. So please take the time to subscribe, and then you can comment. Right, let me get back on to where I was. Okay, who came in? Someone else came in there. Ralph Morrick came in, of course, and see you scrapping. Good to see you guys. So yeah, as I was saying, I am just at the moment sorting out a lot of that e-waste pickup that I done, and I have a lot of stuff that needs sorting, like that big tub of bits and pieces. So I have to get the chips out of there. I have to get the crystal oscillators out of there. I have to get. I'm putting these into separate little tubs, the ones with the little gold wires in them, and they'll all be sorted then separately. So I have kind of 3 tubs going at the moment here around me, and then after I sort them, they'll be broken down further in future videos. So let's see who else came in. Gaining weight, mining metals. Welcome in. Good to see you. On the YouTube or on the Facebook side, we have this. I'll just highlight their comment because you don't see that, I don't think, on the YouTube side because it came in from the Facebook side. So thanks for dropping in and thanks for the thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. Again, I say I am live on Facebook as well as live on YouTube. So yes, this is all from these boards that I have. You can see the chip. There's 2 chips on it. There's the little phone where the internet connected in. There's a few other little. There's a crystal oscillator on there. And there's a few things containing copper and stuff like that as well that I'll be taking off. So they're the main things that I'm taking off this board. So I've stripped down a load of these boards. You'll see in future videos. And now I'm just sorting out when the chips and the crystal oscillators and the little connectors, keeping them all in separate tubs to be broken down further. Andrew Moret, thank you for coming in. Great to see you. And don't forget, guys, to hit the thumbs up as you come in. It really does help to get YouTube to notice it maybe a bit more, and they might promote the videos a bit more or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, guys, that's all I'm doing tonight here when I'm talking to you guys. So again, link is there. Anyone can come up. Anyone can talk. We can talk about whatever people want to talk about, whether it's scrap, whether it's e-waste, whether it's copper, whether it's the price of scrap at the moment. What are you scrapping out? You can talk about what you're scrapping out. And I can keep sorting. My phone just bleeped. I can keep sorting out the likes of this stuff and hopefully get my work done at the same time. Who else came in there? I see Mike Dando came in. So welcome, Mike. Good to see you in. David Young, welcome in. Great to see you, David. I see Raphael last night had a bit of a hospital he had to go to with Eva. She burned her hand. I think it was burned her hand. She did. I didn't stick around for the whole lot of it because, again, I was working on these things. So Ali Mac, welcome in. I was working on a lot of this stuff, so I had him playing, but the sound was kind of off. Once I started speaking in Danish or in Polish, I'm afraid I couldn't understand what's happening, so there's no point in being there. I seen he was on later on again that night. He got made it back, so I hope everything was okay with Eva. Right, who else does he come in? Ali Mac, you knows bro, saying hi to Ali Mac. So guys, what have you been scrapping out? What are you working on? What's the thing? These little, where are they here? These little yellow little boxes contain these little things, and I think there's 2 little blobs of silver contacts on them. I haven't done a test for the silver yet to see if it is silver contacts, but there is a bit of brass, a bit of copper on it. There's a little copper spool in the center covered in a plastic tape, so I'm not sure I'm going to go to that far to break it all down, or will I see what should be worth in the scrapyards. What will they give for them? What will they rate them as? It'd be nice to test. I'll test them silver contacts and see what's actually in them. Is it silver or is it just some sort of tin solder instead? Let me see if there's one where I smashed it out a bit more, so you can actually see what I'm on about. Yeah. So on there, let me get my glove, put it behind it. On there, you can see that little silver tab. So I'm hoping that's silver on that little contact. I will do a little test on them at some stage, and then I can just cut them off, and then I can go and get the silver from them at some stage. Who did I see coming in? Jackie, welcome in. Good to see you. Good win for Liverpool today. It was surely. I was watching Liverpool Thursday night. They were playing Arsenal in the cup. It was a 0-0 draw, so it wasn't quite as good as today. 3-0. So, if any of you don't know, I support Liverpool for my sins, but yeah. So that's what if there's football on, I'm afraid, guys, the football I'll be watching. So Thursday night I was watching Liverpool playing Arsenal. And this Thursday night, I think Liverpool are playing Arsenal again in the second round of the cup, so I'll be watching that again, the second round. So, I won't be in the. I'm afraid, Ali, I won't be in your live. But what I do usually do, if I do leave the lives playing, and you get the watch time anyhow, so I'll put you on the laptop and have you playing, and I'll be watching the Liverpool game on the TV. There's also these little things I'm taking off. They all have copper inside them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to break them down to see is it worth breaking them down to get the copper out of them. Nice little bit of weight on them, but I don't know, is it worth the time? Poos, mate, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Did I miss you coming in earlier? I did. Sorry, when I scroll back, I see you were in earlier there. Sorry about that. Hope all is well with you. See, so if I don't mention you guys when you come in, put a comment in again. I'll catch you later on in the chat, because it's just sometimes I'd like to be doing something as well at the same time. What does Mark saying? Relays, copper, brass, silver, there we go, and steel, all in a little plastic box. So there we go. So silver, just to get them out of that plastic box, which isn't too bad. It's usually a bit of a hammer or something like that will free them. There's a lot of these as well in there, but there's no precious metals in them. They're just useless. So they go in the rubbish. So I have little different tubs down here at my feet. I'm not just throwing these on the floor like ewaste Mike. I have actually little tubs here around me, and as I find the things to go into different tubs, they go into different tubs. So I have a tub there for my chips. I have a tub here for the crystal oscillators, so they'll all go in there as I'm going along, and we'll get them all done. Hi Irish, all good, thanks. I nearly fell. I have to move another tub there, just moving stuff around. It's getting a bit messy in here now. I'll have to do a big clean up soon. So we have 2 likes over on Facebook, so someone else give me a like over on Facebook. I appreciate that, guys. taking the time to hit the like button. So what are you scrapping out, guys? What are you working on? What have you planned to work on? Oh, I hear a bleep in the basement. Let me get ready. Throw them in that. Oh, my good friend from over the pond. Hello, sir. Oh, 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 there we go.
Hello.
Oh, that's all right. I was going to say something so I know you're alive. I liked all them little feed horns you were breaking down. The nice again, it's thin gold, but it's gold, as I like to say, it's gold.
Yeah, it looks a lot more impressive than what it's really worth. But
Yeah.
hey, you know.
Yeah, it's like the gold on the mouse, the mouse pads on the laptops. They look really shiny and good, but when you put them in and you put them through the acid process, you get a tiny, tiny bit.
Hello, everybody in the chat. How is everyone today?
So, what are you up to today? What are you working on? Were you working in the shark cage, or were you out collecting, or were you just relaxing today?
Oh no, I was down at the shark cage today,
Okay.
breaking down computers.
Worked on a new logo. Don't know if this is the place to ask to. Of course, it's the place to ask. Gaining weight and mining metals. You're free to ask any question you want of anyone in there, as long as it's not a personal question about anyone or anything like that. Ask away. So, guys, what do you think of his new logo? Can I? I can't make it. I can make his comment bigger. So.
Interesting. It has an Atlas Shrugged look to it.
And let me see. Can I was going to do something else here. I'm going to shoot over to the YouTube.
I like it, but you know, I'm not an artist, so
I'm going to check it here. Open. And then I can get his logo bigger, maybe. Beginning. Mining. Boom. Look.
So Puzmate asked me how many hours a week do I spend scrapping? You know, it's an interesting question because there's the time that I spend actually scrapping, breaking stuff down, which, you know, could be some days 8 hours, some days maybe only 2 hours, some days maybe no time spent actually breaking stuff down because those were the days that I'm doing administrative work or editing videos or reaching out to new clients and those kind of things. So, yeah, it's, you know, the pure scrapping really depends on what's going on during the week. But it's a small business, and like all small businesses, I spend a lot more time than anyone would spend on a 40-hour work week for a job.
Yeah. Now, me on my side of the scrapping, because it's only part time, I kind of always do. It's today, like I spent. Let me see. I got up around 9, watched a couple of YouTube videos to try and catch up a bit on a few videos I hadn't seen, and then around I think it was 12 o'clock, I went to the shed and started clearing out some stuff and working on stuff, and I'd done that till only 2 o'clock because Liverpool were playing on the TV, so I came in and watched the Liverpool game. Then 2 till 4. It was after 4. I went out and done another hour, and that was it. So I already done about 3 hours scrapping today. But usually on a Sunday, if there was no football game on to catch, I'd probably do 6 hours, and that's it. And then during the week, I might get another, in total, 3 hours during the week to scrap. So that's only about 9 hours scrap, and I get a week done because I'm working full time. So that's it. How about the rest of the people in the chat? How much time do they spend on scrapping? Crypto, welcome in. Good to see you. And did anyone else come in that I missed? Ali Mac is in for rain, he's saying. I'm not sure if there's rain coming my way or not. It was a good week all week. Who else is there? Gaining weight and metal mining. How long do you spend on scrapping a week? But yeah, if you're working for yourself, you'll always do more hours than if you're working for someone else. Because if you're working for someone else, you do the 39-hour week or whatever, 40-hour week. But if you're working for yourself, you'll end up doing 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week some weeks.
But you know, the thing is, I have so much fun doing this, whether it's scrapping things or putting videos together. I love doing the whole YouTube thing, recording the videos, editing the videos, interacting with folks when they comment on the videos. I have so much fun doing that. That you know, those, to me, it's not like it's really work.
Yeah.
Now, of course, at the end of the day, when I'm dog tired and everything hurts, then yeah, it's work. But I really have so much fun doing this that I have a hard time calling it work.
No problem when your hobby becomes your job. Yeah, when your hobby becomes your job. Well, when your hobby becomes your job, then it's not really. I agree with Shark. It's not really work. Then it's something you enjoy doing. So if you're spending, I'd rather spend 60 hours scrapping than 30 hours working for someone. But the financial side of it makes me have to work for someone for my. Well, it's actually 45 hours a week I work, but I do 45 hours a week in my full-time job. So that's the simple as. If I don't do that, I don't feed myself. Scrap won't feed me.
No, I am very, very fortunate that you know, having spent 25 years in the Navy and survived 25 years in the Navy, I get a nice retirement. So I know that I can always afford to put a roof over my head and food in our bellies. You know, take care of all the things that we need to take care of in life. That affords me a tremendous amount of flexibility in starting and growing a small business.
I hear another bleep in the basement.
Bleeping basements.
Let's bring them up. Ralph, what's the story?
Hey, Ralph, what's up, man? Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Ralph. That's 2 weeks in a row now you've done this, Ralph.
What now?
Oh, there we go.
I hear you now.
You're good.
I was going to say.
Change microphone, then I change back to this one, and then it works.
I was going to say, if you do it 3 times in a row, you end up in YouTube prison.
Ah, all right. Hello, Crypto.
How are things with you?
Yeah, good. I've actually, I think I cleared out another bunch of mess. I filled up one really big box full of circuit boards that is all done. It's all low grade. And 4 boxes full of old steel scrap. And I got rid of quite some plastic. So I had a somewhat
productive day.
That's the word I was looking for. Productive weekend, actually. That was today and yesterday together.
Oh yeah, you're off on a Saturday. I work on a Saturday, so I presume everyone else has to work, but unfortunately, I seem to be the only one.
I was saying while I was muted, I said as soon as Shark came up, the rattling sound began, and Crypto is now asking, "What's that clicking noise?" It's all the cog wheels and all the machinery that has been put into Shark after his time in the Navy, because Most of him is actually not real anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that clicking sound comes and goes when it's if you
when
leave
he's
it setting
thinking.
away.
When he's thinking, that's when it
Yeah.
happens.
Who does he?
You know,
come in
that's
there?
funny because that's
Steve.
usually when it smells funny in here too. When I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, welcome in, Steve, and
I still
Miss
need to watch
Canadian
Steve's
Scrapper.
last video.
Welcome in.
Hello, Miss Canadian Scrapper.
Would anyone like a goldfish?
Mm.
Do you have to eat them now because them soft sweets because your teeth are gone? Is it? You didn't answer me. See how he didn't answer?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question?
I said, do you have to eat all them soft sweets because you have no teeth left or something? Is it?
No. I have good teeth.
I'm only messing with you.
He's a shark.
Shark always has good teeth, so they do.
I wish I was like a shark and I could create new teeth. That would be awesome.
Create them is right. But,
just keep growing new teeth.
Why can't we have more like genes and genetics of certain animals, like certain lizards when they get caught by like a bird or something, and the bird gets their tail, they just detach their tail and grow a new one.
Yeah.
I know,
Why
isn't that
can't we
cool?
do that when we lose like an arm? Just grow a new one.
Well, you see in America there where they put a pig's heart into a man just there last week. It was the first time ever.
I bet he wasn't a Muslim.
No, there was a pig. He got a heart transplant from a pig. It was genetically modified to suit him, and it, as far as I know, he's still alive. And that was last week. It was done. So there we go. They'll soon be able to grow organs in pigs. So they should, if that works, then that'll mean that you don't have to be waiting for transplants.
Oh, that reminds me of something from like I think it was like 20 years ago, maybe even longer, that they had an ear growing on top of a mouse.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, yeah, but it was the first time ever that they done an actual pig heart into a man, and he still was alive after the operation. 4 days later, he was up and sitting around and talking to people. So it's amazing what they can do nowadays.
Yeah.
So I remember talking to one of my optometrists, and they were telling, I asked him, how do they practice? It's not like you're going to practice on a real human eyeball, right? Maybe a cadaver eyeball. And he was saying, no, we practice on pig's eyes because a pig's eye is very similar to a human eye. And so when they're learning how to do surgery and replace retinas and do the cataract surgery and stuff like that, they practice on pig's eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it goes wrong, it can just go to slaughter anyway.
I didn't ask the question if the pig was still alive when he was practicing or if it was a cadaver eye.
Yeah, well, I'd rather them get all the mistakes out of the way on the pig before they get them out of the way on me.
Oh my God, really?
Did you stab yourself?
Yes, with a piece of wire. That's like the 5th thing this weekend.
And the scrap gods have been paid.
Yeah, I mean, this year has been great for the scrap gods. I'm bleeding not every orifice, but just every piece of my hand.
Every digit.
Every digit. And on my wrist here, or what would that be? Yeah, the outside of the wrist.
Yeah.
I had like some long pipes which I broke, and you bend them a couple of times, and then they break, and then I put them in like a big bucket, and all of a sudden I had to get something somewhere, and I just scratched across the broken part, and then I why did I put the broken part on top, and then turned it around and wanted to put it in upside down, and then I scratched my finger.
You see those little things there, Shark? They're like a little copper spool, and it's covered with some what you call on it, ferrite, is it? Or
what's that? Tape.
Yeah, and tape over it. What would your scrap yard put them in as? Would they put them in as little motors, or would they put them in as what?
Yeah,
copper bearing motors.
Yeah. Copper bearing motors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, is it worth scrapping them out, or I just have to see what my scrap yard will do? Will they put them in as?
Well, some are quite easy. You just You just hit
shred?
them once with a hammer, and all the ferrite breaks off, and then you can put a screwdriver in where the ferrite was, and just pull on the wire.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Like that's what I was planning on doing, but I have about 1,200 of them to do.
Yeah.
So I have to weigh up the economics of it, how many hours it'll take to do 1,200 of them, and whether it's worth it compared to what I get for
Well, if you're watching something on Netflix or
Yeah.
a YouTube video, you can have it set next to you and just do a couple while you watch, and then especially if you're watching a TV show that's multiple episodes, and try to do like that many an episode, so you get through it.
Yeah, well, that's what I usually do. Is on the anything I'm taking apart, where there's little gold pins or whatever, I'll have them all taken apart, all ready to pull all the gold pins out of. And then when I'm watching a TV series, I'll be there just pulling gold pins and looking at what I'm watching the TV at the same time.
That's what Mrs. Shark does when she goes to the gym in the morning. She will. She takes her iPad down with her and watches, a movie or a TV show, and so she can get 45 minutes to an hour or something like that out of a TV show for her exercise routine.
Yeah, why not?
I knew when I put up small little things and saying, is it worth taking them apart? And I was thinking in my head, I was about to say this. There's only one person who'll go to real effort to get the last bit of every item taken apart. Guess who it is?
It's me!
Oh, I was about to say Ian Matthews, but I didn't see him in the chat.
Well,
Ian Matthews
Ian.
put me on it now. He doesn't comment in the chat, and then he'll just pop up every so often.
well, to be truthful, I don't even show you. You'll have to watch the video.
Of course.
Of course, but the bed. Oh, it's terrible today. Terrible. Anyway, I've done a video, just finished. I just come in here to turn Neil Diamond off, and
Turn Neil Diamond off.
and I saw you live, so I thought I'll have to pop in. It's getting late now. What is it? 8:20.
Would you go to the
Getting
trouble
late?
of scrapping all them out, Ian? Do you go to the trouble of taking all them little, copper bearing motors apart, them small little ones?
No, I don't take them apart. I throw them in with my motors,
Okay.
transformers.
Wait,
I was just wondering.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I really hear that? Who are you and what did you do with Ian?
I take the little chokes apart where you can see the wire.
Yeah.
They've got an L-shaped, U-shaped ferrite core that goes through them. Just smash them, and of course, and then just pull them apart. Hello, everybody in chat. I haven't got chat up, so I don't know who's there.
There's about 145 people watching,
I wish.
and about 2 of them said hello, Ian.
Hello, Poospates. Nice to see you back into the streams. And let me pop chat out. I can do
Chat?
that.
Who? What chat?
Pop out chat. I can do that.
Hey,
Raphael.
Mark,
Hey.
welcome in.
Disappointed with you, Scrapping Irish.
Why? What did I do to you now?
I very specifically in my last video did a little bit just for you.
You were on about the what's called. Your last video was the one where you were on about the getting the gold. Was it out of the little things? Was it that the one or which one?
No,
Just
it
give
was
me
about
give me a 2 seconds of what the video was about, and I'll tell you because I've watched so many videos.
tidying the garden up and putting like aluminium and my tin cans in a bag and stuff.
I don't think I've seen that video, Mr. Matthews.
Well, you've commented on it. You
Have
said
I? Oh, I didn't.
good video.
I did
And
see that
at
one.
the end, I did a special thing just for you. And I thought he's not even watched it.
I bet I have, but I don't. I'm going to have to check it now again because of that.
Oh, hang on, I've lost.
What was my comment on that? And then I'll tell you. Which it was.
Something like Lee does. Good vid.
I did not put that up, you liary bugger.
I'm pretty sure Iris doesn't do that. Yeah.
You liary bugger. I did not say that.
I'll call it up. I'll call it up and have a look.
Tell me what my comment was.
He said good vid.
I did not say good vid.
I won't care. It's only an 8-minute video.
I didn't say
And
good
if I
vid.
remember correctly, 33 seconds after I uploaded it, you put good vid.
I did messing. That was messing saying good vid. Now I must watch it.
Ah.
Yeah, clown, yeah.
Hey, hello, Crypto. Steve 8.
Good vid.
Hey, and Dan's in there as well.
Well, did I miss Dan coming in, did I?
And Miss Canadian Scrapper.
Yeah, Miss Canadian Scrapper is coming in, and Raphael is over on the Facebook side. You don't see Raphael; he's on Facebook.
All right.
So he's saying
Ask
hi
him how
from
he's
Facebook.
doing.
Well, and gaining weight, mining metal, who's normally worried when they comment on every single video, one after the other. You think you've got a stalker, but of course, gaining metal. Welcome to the community.
I know he's just new. He's just new to YouTube, so he's catching up with all the people he's meeting. So he's trying to.
Oh, yeah,
to
you
catch
got a
up
lot
on all
to
the
catch
videos. I watched a
up
few of
on.
his videos.
I weren't sure whether it was an insomniac or not, and he was using me to go to sleep every night. Bit worrying, but you know.
That's kind of what I do.
No, he was having an issue there with his camera. His camera isn't the best, so he's going buying a new camera because his camera was not
Of
the most
course,
stable
yeah.
when he's moving
Gaining
around.
weight, mining metal. Hello, and well, you know who I am because you've watched a load of my videos.
The hilarious thing is watching on YouTube. It's a little bit delayed from StreamYards.
Yeah.
So I get to see both Ian and Ralph send each other a subliminal message twice.
Yeah.
And we got Carcass. We got bro, who
Carcass? What?
Marcus
Yeah,
Carcass,
He's on Facebook.
Carcass
so
the
here.
Marcus.
Hold on,
who took a chunk out of his finger. I think with a screwdriver. I mean, I ain't
Ooh.
certain.
Ow.
Anyway, vanilla stout.
No, your
Coffee-
last video. No,
coffee
did you
with
mention
sugar.
it? Hold on a second now. Was your last video not the one with the 12 beers and you still have 3 of them left over? And I made a comment about the strawberry one for the summer.
I don't know.
It was your last video, was that one?
But did you go to the end of the video? That's the important
I'm
thing.
sorry, I did. I'm sure I went to the end of the video.
I remember you mentioning scrapping Irish, yes.
Yeah, because you went about the strawberry thing, and I said that let me know how the chocolate flavor one is. That was my comment.
Anyway, I took you to the secret location again. I opened it and I showed you all. Well, you'd have to.
I hold on a second now. I've given up commenting on that secret location for one reason only. When it goes missing, you're not going to suspect me then because you'll say, "Oh,
Excuse
I've
me.
forgotten about that."
That proves you've not watched it because I say in that video,
I haven't watched.
back to the world, I've said, scrapping Irish. When I've gone, all this is yours. I've left it in my will to you.
I've got.
Yeah, that was it. I remember.
But then it wasn't the beer one then that I commented on. I'm going to have to go back and see
It
now.
was,
which
it was
video I
like 1 or 2
commented on that.
videos ago.
might be
It's about 8 minutes long. It's not a long one.
No, the watch call wasn't a long one. The one with the 12 beers, where you had the strawberry one, and you had the chocolate one, and you had the was it that vanilla one, and then you went drinking the Paddy's whiskey.
Gaining Metal says it doesn't piss people off, but it's a bit worrying at times. If you don't know somebody and they're like comment. You don't even got a stalker or not.
What do you reckon of Paddy's whiskey, by the way?
Smooth.
Smooth criminal.
Better than I think strawberry jamming's going to be, or feeling good chocolate and orange beer.
Well, no, that's a stout, chocolate stout.
This stout's quite not so bad.
But,
Hey, those Evelyn's burnt hand.
yeah,
You'll have to tell me.
yeah, Raphael there. Raphael, how is Eva's hand, by the way?
Seemed fine yesterday, but at the end of the stream.
Just,
Just,
Hey, hold on. You say
I was
same
looking
to
for
me.
scrap today and found a company that has 20 garbage bags full of boards in their yard, and they're willing to give you the boards. That's
Yeah,
the,
that's the
nice,
critical
yeah.
question.
that's the thing. If they're willing to give you the boards, it's great. If you see them and you can't have them, it's like very painful.
I found a place that had like 800,000 computers in it. It was a warehouse for
Was
a
it Curry's?
internet company, but unfortunately I was not allowed to take all that because this was all new and unused.
Yeah, I was
So
going to say
this
we
was
have money or something.
So she says it sucks and it hurts. Scrapping with Grandpa. Hello.
Hey, Scrapping with Grandpa. I see Scrapping and Grandpa was doing his big cleanup. That was one of the videos I was watching today. I think I was the first comment on it, but he was doing the cleanup, and I see he also does a similar thing to what some of the guys at Shark's scrapyard does. They fix up the bikes and give them to people that can use them. So Scrapping Grandpa does that. Any of the bikes he gets, if he's able to fix them up, he does them up and he gives them to people that can make use of them instead of just throwing them straight into the shreds, which is a great thing.
I even give Shark a mention tonight as well, actually. Just let you know.
Oh, well, we'll have to watch it then. Well, I watch them all anyway. It just takes me a little while to get to them. That's all.
Yeah. Well, if you want to keep up with my videos, you're going to be done pretty quick because.
Yeah, you're the easiest to keep up with, Ralph.
Yeah. Even if you start now, you'll be kept up by the time it's like next month.
By the time his next video is out, you'll have caught up with all his videos. That was a good way of scrapping out the printers, by the way, Ralph.
Yeah. I thought that was fairly efficient.
Yeah, there's a nice board in there with chips on it. You know, they're worth taking out. Nah.
I was going to use Mike's quote, but I don't want to have to pay him, so I didn't.
Oh, hang on. I may have to do this so that I've been studying, haven't I? So you've not really noticed. Okay.
Go on. Hold on. Let me make it bigger.
He has a spot on the table there.
No, it's a space.
That's what I meant. He has space on the table. Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, no, Matthews. Your last video was the one about making the table.
Well, that'll be in every video until the
but you're doing
live stream.
I'm trying to think why I didn't comment about the scrap then at the end, because you don't want about the table.
Because you didn't go to the end. You fell asleep.
I may have happened. But you said like that about the table, and there was Everyday Solars is going to make the table, and you were saying it's open to everyone, starting on the 1st of February, finishing at the end of February, blah blah blah. I may have fallen asleep. I may have, because I do watch videos late at night, because you do have a habit of putting them up at around 12 o'clock some nights, and then I go into bed and I say, oh, do you know what? I'll watch this video, and then I just snooze off halfway through it.
Well,
you see, that's why I don't watch Ian's videos while I'm at work.
Or operating heavy machinery. It's like medicine. You know, it says don't take this and operate heavy machinery. Matthew's one should be the same. Don't watch while operating heavy machinery. You may fall asleep.
Or power tools.
So go back now. You're going to get 2 watches out of me now, because that was that has to be the one with where you were on about the making the table challenge, and it's open to anyone and starting. And you were saying that the rules were it has to at least hold glass on it, but you didn't know whether it was a glass and a bottle that had to be held on it.
Well, those things have got to be. I've got to be instructed what my parameters are. You know.
So I did watch the video, but I don't know how I didn't see the end. Because I think that has to be your last video. It has to be.
It is. It is.
So I'm going to have to go back now.
I'm going to go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
More.
See you later, Shark. I may not be here when you come back, to be honest.
Matthew's
I've got to go.
Okay.
I've got to go and shower and get ready for tomorrow.
All right. If you're not here, take care, man. Be safe.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Well, you said right. I put my videos about midnight. I'll go in now.
Yeah.
I'll shower, settle down, pour myself a glass of wine, sit on the table, edit the video on the phone. And, you know, that takes time, watching it forwards, backwards. And then you click save. That takes about 10, 15 minutes. Put it to your, what's it called?
Yeah, then it has to compile the edits that you made.
And then you upload it. And the screen, I don't know about on an iPhone, if the screen goes blank, it stops. So you've got to keep, pressing your phone. It's got to be on the forefront. You can't do anything else on your phone while it's doing it.
It can't be in the background. Like it won't work.
You could just, before you start, turn off the timer that the screen goes off. Just keep it on indefinitely.
All right. I didn't know.
Then do the thing.
Dinosaur.
It's a small rule of the universe. If it exists, it can be made not to.
Right. I'll look into that. So then I usually fall asleep.
Yeah, while waiting.
Wake up an hour later, sat on couch, glass of wine still there, thing saying done, And it's, do I do all the monetary bits, think of a title, think of something, put in the chat, put links in, or do I just go to bed? So that's how sometimes they're up late, you know.
I thought you were doing it as a way of getting the American audience first.
No, it's because I'm working here till 8 o'clock. Can't work much later because of the neighbours, you know, because most of what I do is hammering and bangering.
And grinding and cutting.
Actually, Poosmate asked that question of Shark. How many hours would he spend scrapping out? So how many hours a week would you spend scrapping, actually taking things apart?
Not that much. I tend to look at it and move it around a bit and then put it in another corner and then pick it up and move it somewhere else. Spend hours rearranging.
I did that a lot of that, but now I'm finally getting some stuff done. So yeah. Speaking of getting tiny bits of copper out of all kinds of things, I've taken apart some light fixtures, and there's these plastic bits.
I take them out.
The copper thingies in there, and I take those out. So yeah, these are usually phosphor bronze. Actually, they're not just copper, because if it's just copper, it's really bendy, and these are quite rigid and strong. So they're usually a type of bronze.
Pooh's mate same. She says she does that. You're right. It's not really about scrapping for me. I don't know.
Well, you've done a good few weigh-ins last year. Like you've done a lot. You know, you went to the scrapyard a good few times with weigh-ins.
You can't nail me down and say I'm certainly not a street scrapper.
No.
But if anything comes my way, I'll break it down. I've got the time, so we'll break it down right to its tiniest components. And that's none of this I'm saving the planet thing. It's just me. It's like, it's here. I'll break it down.
Couldn't you just pretend you're doing it for saving the planet and people be saying, oh, Ian Matthews is a great guy saving the planet?
Yeah,
I don't care about the planet. I just want my money.
Yeah, especially when I throw all my motors up fire. Yeah, I'm saving the planet, you know.
And you make a big rocket stove to do plug soup.
The last lot I've just done it boiled kettle, throw half a dozen in.
Actually, in a few upcoming videos I've done, I mentioned your plug soup. You see, I'm actually way ahead of myself at the moment, because when I had the old COVID, I was able to do a rake of videos. So I have videos now uploaded, scheduled between every 2 weeks between now and I think it's March the 27th. So, but in one of the videos, I think it may be the end of February 1 or something, I mentioned your plug soup, actually.
Right. Now, we've got a lady just joined us, Donna. And
oh yeah, that's yes.
Lady Donna.
Hello, Miss Donna Cantor.
Anthony.
Donna Cantor. How do?
Now,
hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Donna, I was watching your last 3 videos this morning. Something's upsetting you, and you've come out and you're saying something. But unfortunately, your video cut off before you even got a chance to say what was upsetting you. So it's well, I don't see how anyone can pick on you. You know, you're one of the nice people in life. So why they pick on you, I don't know.
Look, if people pick on people because they want to make themselves feel better. Their life is shit, so they want to take it out on someone else and make themselves feel better because they want to make someone else feel bad. That's all I can think of. That's why people do it, because I don't understand why people bother trying to make other people feel bad or trying to do things. As I say, I just don't get it sometimes with people, why they do things like that. So all I can put it down to is there's something going on in their life that is worse than anything else, and the only way they can deal with it is take it out on someone else.
Yeah.
Shark's
back.
Back.
There was a question to Shark, wasn't there? Was it from Crypto or Pooh's mate?
Yeah.
Was it?
No, he answered that. He answered that question about how long it takes him to how much he spends scrapping per week.
Did he answer?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, before you were on.
Oh right, okay. Well. How much do I spend? I don't know. I spend ages playing. Like, if you watch tonight's video, I'm scrapping something, and then I totally go off track and try and mend something that somebody's thrown away. Like, they've thrown it away. Why are you trying to mend it?
Yeah, I don't attempt to mend anything I get. If I get it, and I don't even, a lot of the time, I don't even plug it in to see if it turns on. Because if it does turn on, I might be tempted to keep it. So I just scrap it and don't worry about it.
The only thing I keep is tools.
Except for, in another upcoming videos, I do test some things out that I picked up on that at ewaste pickup. And I will be giving them away to people if they want them. They actually work. Like headphones that work perfect. I've checked them out, plugged them in. They work perfect, even though they've got gold connectors on the end. I was so tempted to break them down, but they work, and I will be giving them away to anyone that wants them. But I won't be doing that until the video comes out.
How many do you have?
I think I've got 4 or 5 of them, or maybe more, that actually work.
Well, seeing that the UK have now, when I say UK, oh, you're in Ireland, aren't you? You're in
Era.
So we've changed the laws now. It's like, I don't know, £600 fine if you're caught even looking at a phone. Never mind holding it, So if any of those Bluetooth things.
Oh, yes. I actually mentioned them in an upcoming video as well. I actually open the boxes and we go through them kind of. So I may have one, but I'm not sure if there's one part missing out of it. But I think I may have found that one part.
Well, you have boxes and boxes of them.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they're right. They say they're steering wheel operated, but the first 3 boxes I opened, I couldn't see any remote for the steering wheel.
Right.
But then I did open another box for something else, and there seemed to be a steering wheel remote in there for no reason. So I'm presuming what happened was someone took it from there, just put it into another box, blah blah, mix them up. So I need to make sure it's the right thing before I send it to you.
So for you other guys, our laws were like, you're not allowed to use a mobile communication device whilst you're driving. Okay? And then people got done and they turned up in court and said, I weren't phoning somebody, I was taking a picture. Or I was playing a game. Or I was using my playlist, or I was using GPS. So they couldn't get done for using a mobile communication device.
All right, so we're using it as a
communicating with anyone. So now they've changed. They said, all right, fair enough. So now they've changed the law. And if you're even holding one, it doesn't matter what you're doing with it. If you're holding one, it's a massive fine, 6 points on your license. They really nail you to the floor on it.
Have you seen the video of a guy who made cookies in the shape of an iPhone, and he was actually holding them, and as soon as he got stopped by a police officer, the officer was going to comment on him, hey, what are you doing with the phone in your hands? He just takes a bite out of the thing, and he says, cookie?
Right, well, that wouldn't work in this country.
Shark, you're muted.
You can be done for muted while you're driving.
Shark is muted.
Who's muted?
Shark is muted. I don't know, is he talking to someone in the background?
But yeah, people have been done for eating bananas while they're driving.
Welcome back, Shark.
Yeah, and taking a drink of pop. Hello,
Dan.
Dad. They can. The police here. It's their decision. If they feel that you're not in control of your vehicle, they can do you, and they don't. And they can be their own witness as well. So it's not like America and all that. Well, here they can just say, "No, we're doing you."
Well, I'll tell you what,
Judge, jury, and executioner.
I have seen people do some of the most stupid things driving, and almost cause accidents because they're brushing their hair or they're looking at their cell phone or any number of things. And I wish we had stricter laws for that kind of stuff here. It's dangerous. It's worse than alcohol.
I stopped doing that about 20 years ago.
What, combing your hair?
Yeah. whilst driving.
Whilst driving, yeah.
I've seen women in in cars, and when there's 2 women in a car, the one that's driving and the one that's next to her, they're basically sitting chatting like this. And if there's one in the back, then she's like this.
Yeah, but women know where they're going.
No.
Ralph, every week you have to pick on the poor women. It's just
statistically proven.
Did you ever watch that? Did you ever watch that film Star Wars? I think.
Which one? There's a couple of them.
The one where this big ball blew this planet to bits.
Yeah.
Right? and they said, "Oh, there was a movement,
Disturbance in the force. Yes.
I just felt that all the women in the planet were just going. It's murked.
Yeah, it was him. It was him, Ralph.
Oh,
Hey,
boy,
Dan,
oh, boy,
welcome
oh, boy.
in, by the way, Dan.
Actually, Ralph, I think that
Hey, Mike.
the
in
insurance
the
company underwriters
ewaste
have
Mike, welcome
statistically
in.
shown that young men are the more
And
dangerous drivers.
try
That's why their
Scrapper.
insurance rates are so high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Always believe the insurance underwriters.
See,
Yeah,
crypto
I said on
confirms it.
ewaste Mike's video,
Yeah,
the one where he's
crypto's
back,
backing you up.
I said to him, make sure he keeps that gold for me. And he goes, gold? What is this gold you speak of?
I was going to ask how e-waste Mike was. He weren't feeling so well, was he?
No, he wasn't feeling well, but he's back now. So hopefully he's back to his good old form, and we can look forward to a few of his streams where poor old Simple Man gets picked on.
Oh, he gets some nice stuff in there. Is it Albania or Romania? Albania, I think.
No, Simple Man is in Greece, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Greece.
I thought he was Albania.
No,
Sure.
he's in Greece.
King
He's
Leonidas.
Sure, he's Greek.
He's Albanian though, isn't he?
Yeah, but he lives in Greece.
He lives in Greece.
He's actually in Athens.
But he does
Wow.
get some great stuff.
Have
And
you
you know
ever
what?
seen? Have you ever seen a picture of Athens from the air?
Nope.
It's Google it. Athens
Hey,
from
bro.
the air. It is stupendously massive.
Athens from the earth?
There.
Air from up in the sky, right?
Oh, from the air.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel, welcome in.
Here.
That's what I said.
Hey.
I'm sorry,
That's,
Ian, I just had a hard time hurrying you.
He's 95% sure he'll do a stream tomorrow.
Well, he's not going to be playing in the snow tomorrow morning, so
See, we don't pronounce our H's. Here.
yeah, Silver Scorpion's buried in snow. We got apparently we're supposed to be getting it tonight into the morning up to 10 inches. So
Oh, dang.
yeah, there's two storms coming in. One from the southeast and one from the northwest. They're going to collide right over top of Michigan, Ontario.
Dan, it was 8 degrees here, and I've had fire on all day.
It's 26 Fahrenheit here, so it's not even 0 degrees C.
8
Jeez.
degrees,
freezing.
Matthews, and you had a fire on. It was hot today. We only had 4 degrees over here.
I think it was 5 over here.
What can I say? You know, United Kingdom, sun shines on us. England, you know,
That's why you got the big heavy coat on.
and it started to freeze. I let the fire run out earlier. But trouble is, I use a lot of heat through my head.
We were just saying there, that was it last week we were talking on the stream, we were saying about you and your stove in the shed. Like, you have your stove right down to your escape route. So if the fire starts behind
Yeah,
you,
no shit.
you know, how are you going to get out?
There's
You
a big
climb out
window.
the window.
There's a big window there. I get out,
Oh.
don't worry.
Okay, because I was just saying that you have the stove right down at the door as you come in nearly, and
Well,
then you go way past it and you go up to the far side doing all your work, and when you turn around, there could be a flame all behind you.
Well, they couldn't because, to be honest, there's nothing there to burn. It's all steel. I surrounded me fire with all steel.
Steel.
Which is why I do get a poor Wi-Fi reception in here.
Stick an antenna out the
Hey,
up the
good
wall.
post, ACR. Welcome in. Didn't say hi to you when you came in. Sorry.
What I have got is I've got a router there, a switch. I've got a switch. I have an old router from Virgin, the internet provider, and I'm going to put that in its place, and then I'm going to tell the router in the house
Maybe.
that this router also accepts Wi-Fi signals. I've seen it done on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Andrew Merritt.
He's going to do one, maybe. There's a lot of maybes in that statement.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. That's a bit like Ralph when you ask him, is he doing a video this week? There
Maybe.
may be a video out.
I don't have to worry too much, really, because in the paper today, he said they were switching off 2G and 3G, and man's 3G. So, yeah, I might have to get a new phone.
You know, speaking of the G's, I heard something very interesting from the cell phone tower guys last week, that company that's next to me. And then I confirmed it by reading a few articles in the news. Apparently 5G is interfering with aircraft as they are coming into the airports. And so now there's a push to ban 5G towers within 100 miles of an airport. You know, now you can imagine how well that's going to go over.
Well, I live within 7 miles of an airport, so I'm in trouble.
So I was asking these guys, well, you know, how does that play out for you? And they said, well, actually it'd be really good for us, because then we'll have to go and replace all of that 5G equipment with the old 4G stuff that we just took down.
And if it's good for you, then you get to scrap out all the 5G stuff.
Yeah, and I looked over at a big pile of stuff they'd given me, and I said, well, I'm not giving you this stuff back.
You sell it back to them. Tell them you sell it at a discount.
Yeah.
5G is bad, period. Well, it's not bad. It's just different frequencies. And if it interferes with airport stuff, why don't they change the protocol to use slightly different frequencies? So it doesn't interfere?
Yeah.
Andrew Merritt says, I need some of that whiskey. I pulled a muscle in my back. I think it will help. Well, unfortunately, no. This is not what they call rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. Hey, when you drink it, good.
Alcohol.
You know, I'm going to have 4 weeks off starting February 14th. I might consider getting myself some of that nice alcohol that Ian sometimes has. Some of that stuff looks really good. And I can be all shit-faced on stream.
Like strawberry lager.
No, not that stuff.
Chocolate and orange stout, grapefruit IPA. I tell you what, that 12 cans of beer advent calendar, which was half price. Well, when you work out that 25% of it is stuff I wouldn't buy or drink, it weren't such a bargain at Christmas.
Hey, that 12 days of Christmas looks like it's going to be 12 months of the year for you. It's taking you that long to drink them.
I'm saving that lager until a hot summer's day.
Well, if it's a bit like Ireland, you only get one of them a year. So you better plan that day off.
Oh, we'll see. Then we'll see Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It, yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Isn't that a video game?
That's a movie about video games, actually.
I thought it was a video game, Wreck-It Ralph.
They might have actually also made a video game about it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's right, Daniel. It's in the local paper. It's in the news today that smart meters are going to become defunct because they use 3G and 4G and they're turning that off. I've not got a smart meter. I won't have one.
I got a dumb meter.
And they keep saying to me, they're like the Jehovah's Witnesses. No offense to any Jehovah's Witnesses out there, but they knock on the door and they say, we'll put a smart meter in. So what will it do for me? It'll save you money. I said, oh, do I get a lower tariff? They went, no, but you can see how much electricity you're using. And then you can, I said, well, I'm using it. I need to use it. So what are you telling me? I can look there and go, oh, look how much I'm using. I'll tell you what, I'll turn cooker off. I'll have cold food instead.
Hey, Ian, do you want a little secret to stop people knocking at your door anymore? Put a little note up that says you have COVID. As soon as they see that note, they turn and they run as quick as they can away from the door. Just put, sorry, person inside has COVID, cannot come to door. That's all you have to do.
Oh.
Irish.
What's happening?
One better. He just enters it in his bathrobe.
Because
Are you friend or foe?
With a bottle of hand cream and like a Playboy magazine on your arm, like I'm busy.
Yeah,
And you come back later.
when I did have the COVID, I did put
On
a
a
sign up
serious
on the
note.
door because I was waiting for deliveries to come. So I put, leave the parcel at the door. Cannot come to the door as I have COVID. Hand sanitizer left there. So I had the hand sanitizer at the door and whatever. But I was watching the books, like I could see them outside because I have a little camera. And I could see them. They read the sign, they just dropped the parcel, and they were gone. Legging it.
So, what's so bad about this smart meter then?
Well, over here, we have 3 different pay rates. That's what the smart meter does here. So you're charged normal amount, double amount, triple amount.
Depending on the
different
time
times
of
of
the
the
day and the demand.
Yep, different times of the day.
Yeah. So
And then in the
notice that
summertime, it's
everyone is
switched
using-
because everybody's got their air conditioners running all day long. So
Yeah.
Over here, nobody has air conditioners.
I'm more concerned if they come and find out I'm tapped into next door neighbour's electric meter.
yeah, that could happen too.
What is that COVID you speak of? I'd say that's what you had, Mike.
Listen,
no,
you
Mike.
know, we all deal in electrics and we all deal in scrap and we pick up a bit of knowledge here. So I made a big inductance coil and a big stick and I stuck it near the next door neighbours, you know, because that's how transformers work, innit? You know, they don't actually touch.
They just, it's a magnetic field.
You do some electric field into something else and then I can tap off that.
Well,
You see, he didn't go like this.
Turn
it down!
Now, anyhow.
Ralph is going to shoot me down in flames, you know, ain't you, Ralph?
What?
You're going to shoot me down in flames.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I mean, I'm a bit of a techie, so I like everything that's new and remote controlled, and I can read everything on my phone, all the settings and stuff like that.
I give you an idea on how the smart meters work here. It's called time of use rates or time periods.
Well, I know.
Oh.
Make it bigger. Yeah.
3 different color codes.
Yeah.
Off peak, mid peak, on peak. The only
So,
time you get a deal is when it's full green over here. That's weekends and holidays.
Ah.
That's when you should do your laundry.
Yeah, well, you can't do any cooking until after 7 o'clock at night because if you got an electric stove, because it's going to be too expensive.
Well, the only benefit I see for the electric companies for smart meters over here is to keep pushing. It's not really how much you're going to save. You don't save anything. It says monitor how much electricity you use at the time you're using it, and you can watch it, right? But they don't have to come and read your meter. They can just park in the street, pick it up off your Wi-Fi, and carry on. So they're saving on manpower coming and knocking on the door saying, you need to read your meter. Now, they do send me emails saying, you need to submit your meter reading, which I totally ignore. And
that's why they want to place the smart meters.
Because I'm keeping somebody in a job. Now, the time they turn around and say, you've not got a smart meter, so your rate is going up, or they say, you've got a smart meter and your rate's coming down, that's when I'll change.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they say there's going to be a saving to the customer because of the smart meter, I put it in myself then. But if it's not going to make any difference to your bill, why would you bother doing it?
See, I just showed you how it works over here.
Yeah.
They can bill you 3 different times, 3 different prices.
Yeah.
You're not saving any money.
No, they're a bit like Uber. They can put up the prices when the peak times are.
Yep,
I actually don't know how it works over here. All I know is that every month there's more money coming in than there is going out, so I'm happy.
Why, do you sell your electricity?
Hey, hello, Kevin.
No.
Hey, Kevin, Grandpa Kevin, welcome in.
I think he was referring to money.
Crap, that reminds me. I have to
money. There's when I check my bank stuff, I see that every month there's more money coming in than there's money going out, so I'm okay.
Oh, I thought you were on about your electricity bill.
Electricity bill. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 screens on my desk here. And then I have a 3D printer. I have a huge television over there. 32 gaming consoles. They're not all on at the same time, of course, but
Oh,
you know, I use some
Well-
electricity.
often at Gold Coast, turn the AC when it's 70 degrees. What's air conditioning? What's AC? That's
Yeah.
alternating current as far as we're concerned.
Alternating current, yeah.
Nobody over here has air conditioning.
See, that's just a given, you know, because see, over here in the wintertime, we have the furnaces running to heat the house. So the other high use is at night.
You can answer me something, maybe. I know I should have asked Evie when she was in Miss Canadian Scrapper. She's got this furnace outside. She can throw full pallets in it.
Yeah.
Okay. But from what I can see, it's like 30 yards away from her house.
Mm-hmm.
How does she get the heat from the house, from that furnace to her house?
Pipes.
What
under
it
the
is, what
ground.
it is,
Yeah, I guess
that
pipes.
outdoor furnace is a water boiler.
Right. Okay.
So the
So it's
lines are
water
under
coming out
ground
of the ground.
and into the house, and you
Yeah,
know how
but-
you have an air conditioning unit inside your furnace. Well, that's what she has in her furnace. That's like a car radiator.
So would you have antifreeze in that water?
Yes. Yeah, it's not straight water because it would corrode the lines. It's not an antifreeze. It's something totally different, designed strictly to be heated all the time like that.
Yeah, it's a closed system, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing it's got is similar to a water heater is it's got a pressure release valve on it just in case it overcooks. Otherwise, you start blowing lines.
Golf Course has just invited me to Florida, I think. Are you putting me up?
Hey!
Hey, Kevin.
Kevin.
Best.
Kevin and Partners.
Hey,
welcome
Parky.
in.
Hey, Kev, how you doing, man?
You
wanna know
gentlemen
about-
of the panel?
You want to know about
Irish,
outdoor
Sharky,
furnaces,
Ralph,
Ian?
Dan, Ian,
Yeah.
Kev.
Okay. There's a insulated pipe. It's 5 or 6 inches around. It's foam insulated. And inside the pipe, there's 2 copper tubes or maybe PEX line, you know, the plastic lines. One provides cold water out to that furnace. The other one pushes the hot water back to the house. You lose 1/2 a degree per foot of distance in your water temperature going to the final point. So if you're pushing 160-degree water 50 feet, you're losing 25 degrees. But it'll keep your house constant.
Yeah, and you can heat more buildings with it because you can put a manifold in charge,
And
then
so
one to the house, one to the garage, one to the barn, one to the shed.
Oh, I like that. You could put a man in charge. I like that. Ralph,
Yeah.
I like that.
no, it's not a man in charge. It's a manifold.
I heard what you said. I might be old, but I'm not deaf.
It's 1 in and 3 out.
A manifold.
Hey, everyday solace.
Hey, everyday sellers, how do
Hey,
you?
everyday-
Hey, fellas.
Oh, man.
Hey, Bruce.
Did she get them 3 palletfuls of stuff in her little shed? That's what I want to know.
Her little shed is twice the size of my little shed. So if I got 6 pallets into my shed, she definitely got her 3 pallets in.
In my shed. In my shed.
Well, and she also, I recall seeing in
no.
some of her videos, she hides things between the shed and the trailer and behind the shed and stuff
Oh,
like
look,
that.
pizza.
So she's taking advantage of, what is it you all call it, your garden space?
Yes.
There you go, Ian. Ian, read the chat. Evie just sent you a little note.
Oh, I'll look it up in bed tonight then.
I was contemplating one of those about 10 years ago, and then I decided against it.
Hey, Bruce. No, I've seen Evie
Hey, Bruce.
throwing big, full pallets in it. I'm thinking, well, that's
You
easy.
can.
You don't even have to break
You
them
can.
down. You know what I mean?
They make those furnaces with double doors on the front. You can just throw a whole pallet right in.
I've seen Evie. I don't know if she got it in there, but there was a log like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess she just picked it up. I bet she just picked it up and lobbed it in. She's a strong girl, Evie is. Not like shirt scrapper trying to get these little Frigidaires on the back of his truck, and he's going, oh. I think Evie just picks it up. Woof, on.
Yeah, but she does weightlifting for a living.
I've seen Shaq. I can read his mind. He pulls up and he goes, oh, and to try and hide his enthusiasm, his excitement, he goes, oh, ubiquitous shelving. And he's going, oh, it's light, and I can easily pick that up and throw it on back.
See you later, Ravel. Have a good night, buddy.
The wire shell.
Bye, Rafael.
Good night, Rafael.
Hey, Raphael, take it easy. Have a good night, and tell Eva I hope she's feeling better.
Good night, Rafael.
And I've seen a dirty look through the kitchen window. You know what that means, don't you?
Get your ass in the house.
You're cute.
Did I say it too politely?
So, Ian, can you give us a hint what tonight's video is about?
Making space.
If that's all the space you made in that video tonight, I swear to God.
He just puts it from one corner to the other.
Yes.
Ian is one of the few people I know that can turn a 3-minute video into 30 minutes of waffling.
This is true.
Tonight, I'm making what?
Sliding off the.
That actually was the title of his last video, wasn't it? It was something waffling.
Anyway, listen.
Waffling in the shed, it was.
I've just had another dirty leak. Now, I'm going to tell you now, I'm the bloke. I'm the guy with the tiny balls.
What?
Got company.
That's too much information. We really want to know that.
You got eyes on them.
That's good. Thanks.
Oh.
How big are they? I said, tiny. Get in here.
Well,
Well,
later
Mr.
on, Ian,
Matthews, thanks for taking the time to come up and give out to me for not watching your video all the way to the end, and now I have to go and watch it again because if you ended your videos correctly, I may have watched it all to the end, but you do end your videos weirdly. But anyhow,
It's true. Sometimes I do the end at the beginning. The middle's always in the middle-ish.
Yeah, sometimes there's
It's
two
usually the way around.
And sometimes
of
there's
the
two
same
middles.
parts.
Yeah, sometimes you
You
have this
do,
middle
beginning
twice,
at the
just in
end.
case we weren't awake.
Just
You
in
do
case
it
we
in case
haven't
you have
fallen
moved
asleep
it.
yet. Here's the same part again to make sure you sleep well.
It's on a loop.
I'm going. That's it. I've been insulted enough tonight. Everyone in chat.
Ian, are you sure?
No,
I'm sure we can do it better.
I've had a third dirty look. So
Right, Ian, take it easy, and thanks for popping up.
See you later.
Oh, it must be small.
Look what Eve. Look what Eve. Hold on, mate. You see them?
We won't test that theory.
Get out of here.
Hold on, Ian. I'll make someone big for just a second, then you can disappear. Hold on, wait first.
Well, you know they don't make
Look,
them all.
look, I got 3 of these to scrap out.
All right. Little copper motors.
mixers.
Probably.
Oh,
Mixers,
Ian
yes.
has disappeared.
There you go.
Oh, he pulled an
Yeah,
Ian
do it.
Hi,
Matthews.
Ian.
Oh my God. So, Dan, what are you working on at the moment?
Keeping his elbows warm.
Who looks that way? Are you not scrapping out any smalls, Dan?
Not today.
No?
Too cold?
No, I loaded my trailer for tomorrow's run.
Okay.
Got a load of shred to take out, but they're calling for a nice little snowstorm coming late night, early morning, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're going to catch the western half of it, and we're going to catch the eastern half of it.
Well, we also got one coming down from Illinois, too.
Nah.
So we're getting a double whammy.
Ouch.
Double
Oh, is that
whammy.
heading in towards ewaste Mike, is it?
No, it's coming from his direction my
Oh,
way.
it's coming from him. Okay.
It's actually coming out of Kentucky.
by the way, the Weather Channel is calling it Winter Storm Izzy.
Oh, yeah?
Who is he? What is
Who
he?
is it?
Where is he? How
Is he
strong is
going
he?
there? Is he going here?
Hey, electronic scrapper.
Hey, electronic scrapper. I think I said hi to him when he came in.
Yeah, he's been in. Hey, hello, Donna
Yeah, so
Cantor. How
just
are you?
said hello to,
And Donna, yeah.
to Joe.
I don't see any of the little snowflake icons down in Florida.
No?
Yeah. Miami hasn't had snow in years.
If you see this,
You know what
there's
snow
something
is?
wrong.
Maybe
Some
the only snow
mysterious
you see
white
is
stuff.
somebody going like this.
I
Yeah,
can make it
that's
snow
me.
for Dan that way.
That's me, right? Not that much dandruff from like a ski slope.
Used to
Well,
be
ski
really
jump.
bad for me when I was younger.
Hey,
Yeah.
so Kevin, are
Enter
you
the
scrapping
eagle.
out anything
Used
these
to
days, or are you
practicing on
just
me.
awesome? Kevin,
What's that? I'm sorry.
are you scrapping out anything these days, or are you just awesome?
Actually, I had 19 computers in the back of my van from one of the schools. I finally sat down and scrapped them out.
You've been in the van a long time now.
Yeah, well, I needed to make room in the garage so I could bring them in.
He was hoping they'd multiply.
I got a pound and a half of ram sticks out of it, so there's about 30.
Well, that's nice.
And then all the CPUs. I still have to go through the boards and clean them up, though.
And are you going to sell them to board sort, or what are you doing, or send them to your scrapyard?
I'm actually contemplating putting an entire hoard together and loading my truck and making a trip to board sort next year. Or later this year, I should say.
You'll have to arrange it for the same day as eWaste Mike, and the two of you can meet up there.
Yeah, if I could work it out that I could get about $2,000 in scrap value, then I might make the trip.
Yeah.
That's about 1/3 of what Mike needs for a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike doesn't go on.
And Mike's only 2.5 hours away. I'm 8 hours away.
Yeah.
My
You're
son's
8 hours away from there? I didn't think you were that far away from there.
Yeah, I've got to go all the way across Pennsylvania. That's 6.5 hours right there.
Huh.
So
Well,
I leave at 4 in the morning. I can be home by midnight.
The whole day there. Hey, John Lad, welcome in.
Hey,
Sorry I
road
didn't
trip
see you
along the
come
way
in.
for a good video.
Hey, buddy.
Well, you could plan to spend the night and eat at one of the great dining establishments in Alliance, Ohio.
Yeah. Cracker
for the
Barrel.
Alliance!
I'm sure they have I'm sure they have a Cracker Barrel or Denny's or something like that around
Yeah,
there.
I can camp in their backyard.
Or how
You know,
about
man.
White Castle.
No.
I was watching a video on all the people that do camp out or stay out in Walmart. Homeless people that are living in Walmart parking lots.
Walmart,
Yeah. It's just I didn't believe. I thought that there wasn't that many. I thought it was just people that were stopping maybe for one night or something. They're actually living there for weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That happens in some places, yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen here.
That's when all the snowbirds go down south. They figure, oh, we can't stay here. We'll go to the next Walmart.
It's too cold up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they call that the van life?
Yeah.
The van life.
The nomads.
There's a lot of them that do it.
Yeah.
Actually, there's more and more young people doing it. Like they're only in their late 20s, early 30s, and they're out.
Yeah, they're enjoying 2 or 3 or 4 years on the early end and then settle down.
I know a few of them. They've been doing it for 15, 20 years.
Wow.
They're not ready to settle down.
No. I suppose there's no one on your case. You do what you want. You drive to where you want to do, and
Yep. And YouTube's paying you, and your Patreon supporters.
Yeah, as long as you can get enough Patreon support and stuff like that to make sure that you're able to survive doing it, then why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you keep
getting up at 6:30 in the morning and doing a 10-hour job and then going home again.
Yeah, well, I look at some of them. They're like the old question was, does a bear shit in the woods? What about a human?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're not going to ask why.
You know, like they're totally off grid. They got a little propane tank. They got a little heater. They got a solar panel on the roof, and
Inverter.
and away they go. Find firewood wherever they go. They bring their little electric chainsaws with them.
Nice, Scrapman 50. Welcome in, by the way.
No, John, no razor blades. Sharp
Rise up lights.
Hey, Scrapman 50.
Scrapman 50.
How do?
He wants to know if the iguanas are dropping from the trees yet.
Yeah.
28 in the house, and only 27 lights.
No, it's not anywhere cold enough down here.
Didn't they drop from the trees? Was it last year or the year before you got that cold spell that were dropping out of the trees?
Yeah, it happens.
You know, walking by and next thing iguana just drops down on top of you. It brings it. You know how we have a phrase here is raining cats and dogs. It's raining iguanas.
It's raining cats and dogs, and there's poodles on the corner.
Yeah, poodles on the
Oh,
corner.
you beat me to the punch, Kevin. I was going to mention the poodles.
As long as it's only iguanas, eh? They're not crocodiles.
The crocodiles just hole up in the mud and let their snouts stick up.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then they
they'll
just go to
hibernate
sleep for a
too.
while.
They'll hibernate too.
They are reptiles.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. Gaining weight. They got no responsibilities except to themselves, unless they got a pet with them.
There's some channels out there of people that hunt the iguanas, and that's their channel. Is they're out hunting iguanas in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Scrapman 50 is it?
Are they
I don't
good
know,
eating?
And you don't know.
Yeah, how do you cook them?
Barbecue.
He wants to know if anyone poured silver successfully. Any hints on suggestions on pouring it successfully?
Well,
Have you
it
poured
depends.
silver?
If you pour an ingot,
Brad?
that's usually. No, I haven't actually done silver yet. I did receive some silver, but then the project was more elaborate than I anticipated, and I had to send it back.
Scrapman 50, you're going to have to watch Red
Basically,
Bull.
you couldn't do it.
Silver Scorpion. Have you
Big
poured?
Red
Silver
Bullion
Scorpion
and
might have.
Silver Scorpion do silver
Yeah,
pours.
Silver Scorpion might be able to answer that one if he's still in
Yeah,
the chat.
Silver's in here. At least he was.
Yeah, he might be able to answer that if he's still there.
Big Red's actually, I think, still streaming right now, so you can talk
He
to
does
him.
a lot of silver, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He mostly does silver.
Yeah, I don't do silver at all. Even though now I'm collecting up the little contacts and stuff. I don't know whether I'll do the silver or I won't do the silver, but I haven't decided
I don't want to
yet.
buy it.
He's not streaming right now. Yeah, Silver's in there. There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
Silver Scorpion, what advice would you give to someone who's just started, wants to a bit of advice on pouring out the silver? What should he do and what should he be watching out for?
The splatter.
Well, I'd say
Yeah,
Silver
definitely.
Scorpion's your man.
That goes for every metal.
Yeah.
Even pewter. You don't want that on your skin.
Oh gosh, no.
No, it keeps burning till it goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, until it comes through your arm and out the other side.
Yeah, well, pewter doesn't get that warm. That will probably cool off pretty quick. But molten steel is something different.
Mhm.
It's like
see.
thermite.
So did you see that little thing I
Yeah,
sent you, Kevin, there? You
thermite.
can add to your motorbike so you can drive it in the winter.
Yeah, a couple of skis, one on either side.
Yeah, where you go.
Put a spike wheel on it, and you'll be going through the ice too.
There you go. Well, you've done have you done ice racing before?
No.
No?
I've seen people that have done it, and I've seen one guy have a bike run over him too, and that wasn't fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a tenderizer.
A few holes, did he?
Oh, yeah, just a stuttering line.
There you go. That's his answer. So, you know what to do now, Scrapman50. Email him.
So silver itself doesn't hold the heat very long.
Yeah. Keep a torch on it as you pour it.
The melting point for silver is slightly lower than that of copper. I think silver is at like 980 Celsius and copper is at 1085 Celsius.
So it's only about 100 degrees difference.
Yeah, and
It makes
if you're in a cold environment, then the outside temperature is way lower than the temperature of the metal. So the
of the core,
difference
yeah.
is going to be a lot. So you have to overheat the metal a bit, like 100 over melting point at least, or
Boil it.
150.
To keep
Let
it
it
fluid
boil.
enough to pour.
Yeah, so that the time you have to take the crucible, hold it, and then carefully pour. In that time, it can already freeze up. But if you overheat it, then the time the cool down is going to be enough to keep
stays
it.
liquid for longer.
It stays liquid for longer. Yeah.
Yeah, but couldn't you keep a torch on it at the same time, help it to stay up the temperature?
Well, that's quite difficult, but you could have that if you have a mold and a torch blowing into it, and then pour, so it will solidify less fast.
Yeah.
And then go in all the heat it to 1045 C at least. Yeah. So
Mike is
at
saying
least
hi
like
to Kevin and
100
Bartnest,
over.
Hey, Mike.
He was in earlier and he's back again.
It's funny how pewter stays liquid so long, but it's because the melting point is way lower.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed he didn't give me any insults on his live.
Boy, it must be a pain in the ass to try and pull mercury, though.
Mercury. Yeah.
We've erased you.
Freeze up, will you? Freeze up.
Gallium is quite fun. Gallium is like the safe version of mercury. It melts at 29 Celsius, which is lower than body temperature.
It'll melt.
It'll melt in your hand, and you can cast it from your hand into a mold, and then just wait, and then it will solidify. Look, I got a figure, and then if you hold it for too long,
it'll just blow
You can always rely on Mike for a nice compliment.
Lulu just came in and dropped some of her kibble on the floor and then started eating it again. I guess she was going to show me that she was eating or something.
No, she wanted to listen to us talking.
She wants
very strange.
Well, that's Florida for you.
Shitty dog.
Look, Dad, I'm eating dinner.
Up to glowing red before you start to pour. Yes. Well,
Iris is my new COVID.
The color of the glow is kind of dependent on the temperature.
Hey, was there even an old one?
Or vice versa.
We're now in a very dangerous situation because she just finished dinner and she's standing there with her butt pointed right at me.
Oh, you could get some gases coming towards you.
Locked and loaded.
Some nice gases heading towards
Depends what you feed her. If it's all dry food, it'll come out better at the other end.
Yeah, wet food makes a mess.
I have no pets because I do barely keep myself alive. If I had pets, they'd definitely die.
Yeah.
Well, you eat dry food for a week and see what changes.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't go that far, Chris, and tell us it's better at the end of the week.
No gas?
Yeah, you can't compare us to dogs.
Well, some people you can.
Well, maybe, Ralph, but generally. I'm just generalising. Anyway, dog food's formulated, isn't it, for nutrition? If you do that with human food, we wouldn't have half the problems we got.
There you go, Mike. That's her.
Is this brass?
She's just relaxing now.
Yeah, she decided to lay down and work one up.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put it back.
She's a fine doggo.
Doggo!
See you later, Silver Scorpion. Have a good day, buddy.
Take care, Silver.
Have a good one.
Later, Silver Scorpion.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Fellas, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hope everything goes well.
Yes, the COVID is still going around, but hopefully it's only the mild version, so
it's a
that's
flu.
not too bad.
It's mutated into a flu.
Yeah.
And that's where it will stay, probably.
It always was a flu.
But I reckon it were about 130 years ago. It was around. Now it's cold.
Why don't you show me, Kevin? I'll get it.
Keep your pants on.
This is a family show.
See what Scatman 50's put us in. Never tested negative.
Oh,
The
Kevin
challenge test.
Sturgis.
I can think of a few people who'd achieve such a score.
Yes.
See that?
Oh, look at all the phones.
Oh, what? They're walkie-talkies.
Those are two-way
Walkie-talkies.
radios.
Oh, there'd be nice little gold connectors on the bottom of them, isn't there? Show us the bottom.
Yeah. They all still work too,
Cool.
but I'm gonna strip them apart.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, you could sell them.
They might even be collectors for them.
Yeah, could be.
I never sell anything. I don't know why.
why.
'Cause I just like taking everything apart.
They're called two-way radios.
I rarely sell anything either. It takes too much time.
You know, Kevin, depending upon what variety those are, you might find some nice boards in there.
Yeah. Well, board sort will buy the boards. I think they take them as cell phone boards. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that I had a batch of walkie-talkie type radios, and they bought them as cell phone boards. They're pretty nice, and the casings might be cast aluminum too.
They are. I've already taken two apart.
Yeah, okay.
A previous
that's nice.
batch, I had a half a dozen or so from a previous batch, and the fella gave me these, and he said they're all work. There's
know where everything is in this room.
ICOM,
What make of it?
ICOM,
Oh,
I come? What?
ICOM.
and
Come.
COM.
All right.
Horizon.
Horizon.
What else?
Midland.
I never heard that. Jeez.
I've heard of that make, yeah. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midland
TV
makes
radios.
radios.
Yeah, and then there's a few Motorola in there.
Oh yeah, Motorola are usually pretty good on their stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
Midlands.
Motorola.
I think Midlands are made in Kentucky.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. That's where I got my CB radios from, my base and my mobiles.
Oh, what were you
The
thinking? You only dead
ICOM
now, you
radios are submersible, so you can talk underwater.
Cool.
Ooh.
Pretty much.
Well, I think that when they get wet in the rain or you drop it in a puddle, it'll still work after you pull it out.
ICOM.
Yeah, but it says submersible here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It's
focus,
not showing.
motherfucker.
So the speaker's plastic, not paper.
It's focusing
There
on
it
your
is.
stick. Oh, there you are. Submersible.
Yeah.
Submersible.
Yeah.
Not that I want to hold my breath to do it, but
That's when he jumps
Well,
in
it's only
after
if
the
you lost
culprit.
at sea.
yeah.
Has a clip to his
Can
belt.
you zoom in on Kevin again? I want to see the sticker board there. No. I saw your mail call video earlier, so you have a lot of
It's on
them.
page 2.
Yeah, exactly. What are those? Are those the plates out of TV screens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one, and it's half full now.
And I have a second email mail call that I have to put up yet
Yeah.
with the remainder of the stickers that I still have here.
I'm
that's nice.
assuming mine are in there as well.
You
Yeah.
notice something, Ralph?
Yeah, that's my envelope. Yeah, with the cardboard.
It'll be up.
Waste not, want not.
It'll be up.
You can be the Dutch hub, Ralph, for Kevin's stickers. You can,
Yeah.
you're like Kevin's like the American hub for stickers. You're gonna be like the Dutch hub.
I'm still waiting for a Kevin sticker that still hasn't arrived to me yet.
You didn't get this yet?
No. You're trying to be like Ian Matthews now.
Yeah, this one. No, you don't have to wait 2 years.
This
I
year,
got mine in less than 2 years. And he sent me 3.
You only live across the road from him, nearly.
Itty bitty.
I'm a bit
Well,
bummed
say
out
that
that
about
what
35, 40 miles away.
Yeah, he got a pigeon to
That's
drop
sweet.
yours off.
I had to sweeten the deal. I had to send one of mine. Then he had to send his out to me.
Actually, Parky, you just gave me a thought. Send
Uh-oh.
someone the sticker and then tell them, okay, look, you can send it back and put one of yours in there with it.
Yeah.
Oh, no returns accepted.
Best place to. Where's the best place to make stickers? He wants to know. Well, I got my stickers made by a company called Sticker Mule. I think. Did you use them as well, Kevin? No.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin used Sticker Mule as well.
Yeah. Very, very satisfied with their.
Let me get my. I think I still have the info from where
Well,
I
used
got
the guy
mine
now
made.
known as Cleo Mods.
I used a local place here on the Indian Reserve, and they turned out fantastic.
Hold on, let me make that bigger. Give me a
Yeah.
second. Where am I?
And it is waterproof. It's actually dishwasher safe. My wife's been using one on her Bubba coffee mug, and it's been washed over 20 times. It still looks new.
That's cool.
Well, that'd be cheap
That's
way of
from
doing mugs.
Indian Reserve, is it?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. The company is called Planet Stitch. They also made, hence the name Stitch.
Oh, nice.
Ah, cool.
Oh, that's nice. Well, they run you about $60 a piece.
20 bucks.
Oh, 3 for 60. Okay.
Yep, it's
That's not
adjustable.
homage.
That's
So,
I
yeah.
used to
I'll
be
make
adjustable strap.
making all the jumpers and stuff that I give away. I still have some of it left, I think. Do I have some of the stuff left? But I used to have a company that were based in Manchester in England, but because of Brexit, I can't get them anymore. So there we go. Brexit has cost them money.
Don't
that I
forget
used to do.
that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, got a flag. Look
I
at
like
that.
I think you slugged it a
That's on
bit
your car
down.
window.
Oh, it's on the window hook.
Yep,
Oh,
got my little YouTube logo in the corner there.
You put that up on the truck when you go out?
I can't.
Why not?
I have those rain gutters, so it won't work.
Oh, so you have the things that won't stick to it.
Oh, it'll bust the rain gutter.
Hey, Scrapman Dan, welcome in.
So-
How are you?
When you roll the window up,
evening, Dan. Scrapman Dan.
There's Ralph's sticker.
My nice and shiny printed on a brushed aluminium sticker. Basically, anything that was white turned into basically a bit of a mirror, and the rest is all like shiny. I got them at a place called Sticker
Thanks, Paul.
App.
sticker app.
And they also do double-sided stickers, so you could take this one out, and then on the other side you got basically the same shape but different picture.
Very nice.
Stick
Yeah.
it to a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
One's hugging, the other's chewing.
yeah. All right. After that's it. Sticker App.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're based in America as well. They have.
I'm not sure where they are. I think they have multiple.
Yeah, they've a place.
places
I think
where
I
they're
looked them
from.
up. There's a place in America. There's a place in.
I think these came from Denmark when
Yeah,
I.
I think it's Denmark. They have the headquarters.
Yeah.
And that sticker mule is based in America, and they're based for Europe out of Turkey. So for people who wanted to get them in Europe, they're ordered through Turkey, and for anyone in America, they have their own American brand one. So there you go.
Scrap
But
man.
the thing I like about that sticker mule crowd is they'll send you maybe once a month. They might say, instead of paying 50 quid for 100 stickers, we're doing 100 stickers this month for 20 quid. So
Yeah.
that's when I order, whenever they're doing the
Yeah.
promotion.
Well, I paid just over £30 for 100 stickers.
they throw an app, an advertisement out every week to 10 days, maybe 2 weeks at the
Yeah.
most.
Where they do a promotion. That's when I order the stickers when when I see there's a good promotion on, I'll just order them then.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
trying
like.
to do them. They're only about 2 hours drive from me.
Yeah.
I,
So you can't see
the,
my one because of the green screen, but that was mine. But
I like that.
Yeah. Well, yours is in the corner here.
yeah. It's
Like
up there
there.
in the top. That's my
Yeah.
sticker.
Right there.
It's up
yeah,
there.
I
So
like that.
I got that hologram one, and then I just got the basic stickers as well, which is just
Yep.
them ones. So
Passed round for.
Irish, I like that when I get the email that says, "Hey, we haven't heard from you a while. We want you back. Here's a 50% off coupon or something like
yeah,
that."
yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, I'll order some more.
Ian Matthews gets a company that does printing for the company he works on to do them for free, or he won't order any printing off them for the company.
Yeah. He orders samples.
Yeah, samples. That's it.
Yeah, so they might
Like
use
100
errors.
samples.
Printer errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had at one of the companies that I worked for, one of the buyers got fired for doing that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Oh, really?
What,
Yeah,
for
it was a
ordering loads of samples?
little bit of a conflict of interest thing going on there.
Yeah, well, same with the company I work for. Like, we're not allowed to do any deal. Like, say a rep that comes into me and I'm buying certain items off him, and he goes to me, "Oh, well, look at we have a promotion on this week. If you buy this, you'll get this for yourself free."
Nope.
I'm not allowed to do any of that, buy any, because if I got that free, I lose my job, because they don't want you doing deals. They want you doing deals only because it's in the best interest of the company, not because you're getting something free.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, like I said, a
Yeah,
conflict of interest.
Yeah, so we're not allowed to accept any free gifts. So that does that for me, you know.
I'm also not allowed to accept tips, but yeah, you know, I sometimes get them. Just toss them on my desk here.
Well, what we usually do with our tips is we put them all in a tip jar at work, and it's shared out among everyone. So if I get the tip, it's still shared with everyone else is working in the same department.
Yeah, we do that too, but I don't tell anybody about the tips I get, so I just got no tips.
You are Dutch, aren't you?
Hey, Ralph.
Have you heard of the expression "going Dutch"? You know where that comes from?
Hey, Ralph.
I'll be right back.
Which way does the current flow in a diode?
Which way does the current flow in a diode? It depends on how you hold it.
Yeah, but it only flows one way.
One way, yes, exactly.
Okay, diode.
Diode.
What is that? Downhill?
I know her sisters Catherine.
As we say in Ireland, you're a mate fainer, which is just for yourself. A mate fainer.
Where is it? Come on.
The old sisters.
Yep, and I'm back.
I wish there was something good in these yolks, because I've got about 3,000 of them so far. See these little...
Make it bigger.
Hold on.
Yeah, he needs glasses. Make it bigger.
See them little brown packs.
Hey, Grandpa, I've got a finger for you, but guess which one?
Thanks.
So
No problem.
All of
if
them.
there's anything good in them, it'll be worth keeping.
I know, between the lines.
I don't have anything good in them. Hey, Kevin Sturgis, welcome in.
Couldn't you just incinerate them?
Did you guess
See
which
them,
one?
see them in there. They were on that board. See them up there. They were just that little pack there. But
Where's my bucket of...
let me make it
That's
bigger
from
again.
transparent
Oh, well.
circuit boards.
Oh, yeah.
See it there.
I
That's
love
what I
those
took them off.
invisible circuit boards.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
I
awesome.
They're cool. It's handy for pointing stuff out. So
Yeah,
you
it
can
is.
see
True,
there
yeah.
but I've loads of them. I think there's about 1,200 of them I got, or 600 at least. So, but I don't think there's anything worth doing in them. But what I might do is
No.
crush them up, put them in a bit of acid, just to see will any silver drop out or anything. You never know. Sometimes there might be trace silver in some of them things.
The blue M&M on there is supposed to have some silver.
Yeah, so I have loads of them as well.
Yeah, I'm now collecting them again. I stopped a bit, but because of
I have the little blue
electronic
one.
scrapper,
Oh,
I'm now
just got
collecting
out
them
my
again.
hand.
Just got 2 out of this device here,
Uh,
out of the mixer.
Or electronic scrapper said there's aluminium in them. That's all that's in them, aluminium. So I don't think
Oh.
I'll be stripping them down just to get the aluminium out of them.
Nah.
I
But
have
the blue. How are you getting on with the blue M&Ms, electronic scrapper? Have you got many more collected?
I have adopted a new rule when it comes to depopulating things from the boards. If I don't have a way to sell what I'm taking off of the board, it does not get taken off the board.
Yeah, but see, the problem is in a year's time, they might be buying them as a separate item. You're thinking, I've thrown away thousands of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried about it. Because I'll sell the boards either locally or to board sort, and I'll take the money and invest in all the gold and silver I want.
Scrapman 50s. So do I.
What did Scrapman 50
And then I pop them apart and take all the silver contacts and the brass out of them. The
Yeah,
microwave
both.
door switches, the little
Yeah.
switches.
Yeah, those micro switches.
Yep.
And the ones that are in those relays, those little boxes.
Yeah, I pop the relays off. They have the little coil of copper with the 2 silver contacts.
Yeah, well, I have them here in these. Where are they? these little orange boxes are like relays, and they have.
Yes,
the silver
they're come in
contact.
different colors. Usually,
Yeah.
the ones I get usually are white.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the ones are on- the ones that are
copper,
on my
brass, and
board
silver
are-
in a little box.
The ones
And
that are on that board I'm taking apart are orange.
The
So
micro switches usually are these.
Yep.
Little, and they have a few different configurations. Sometimes there's 2 pins, sometimes there's 3, but there's always at least one silver contact in there.
There's generally 2.
Well, there's at least one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's 2. I think that the 3 pins one has 2, and the 2 pins one has 1.
Single, yeah.
And all the pins themselves are either brass or copper.
yeah, see
So,
when I break open that orange box, right? I get these inside as well. There's these little copper coils inside, as well as the little silver contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I put them into copper bearing motors? Do you think?
Yeah, why
Yes.
not?
Yeah, it's copper
Yeah.
coil. That take it
Yeah.
as a motor. Transformer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, mate. And that's the item that's kind of on top of them. Let me go again. So there's
If it
that.
has
You
silver
can see
and a
the little
little
silver.
black
You can see the little silver contact at the top there.
Yeah. Yeah, those.
Yeah. You know. So that's what's on inside of them.
Some of them actually have big ones in there.
Yeah, no, this is only a small one that's in these ones. So I'll just snip off that little top bit. Then I'll throw the rest of that in with copper. It's just like a copper piece of thing. So I'll throw that in with copper wire.
This thing
I
is
think.
about half full.
You see there? It's just like copper then.
Yeah. I think that's actually phosphor bronze, but you can just throw that in with the copper.
Shh, don't be telling my scrapyard that.
No, they won't notice. The color is basically the same.
Yeah. So it comes off like that. You can take it off and just cut the top off it. And then underneath was this little bit. I haven't tested out with a magnet yet to see if it's magnetic or.
Yeah,
is it-
I got a lot of that little copper and stuff that's all left over from pins and whatnot.
You
I'm
see this?
looking for a magnet. Of course, I can't find a magnet, can I? Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel bad. I don't have anything to hold up to the camera.
You see this?
Yeah,
Oh,
those little micro switches.
It's magnetic. God damn you. What are you holding up there, Kevin? Let me have a look.
I have, this is a dental tool,
Yeah.
the flat blade on the dental tool, and then the micro switch. I get the blade right inside the edge of the switch,
You're just off screen, but
You're
I
off
get
screen.
it.
We can't see you. There you go.
right into the edge there, and it pops the cover.
Oh yeah.
See that?
And that lets you into the switch.
Or you
And
could just
that's how
smash it with a hammer.
Yeah, but then you have to pick up all the pieces,
Yeah.
That is true.
and this way it just
I just use a knife in between, just carefully go.
Dan stripped
and then
everything
open
off the PCB boards.
Hey,
Everything
Kevin,
off.
if you want to sit in a dentist chair while you're using the dentist tool,
oh, you have one
oh, nah,
Or two?
not anymore.
or two.
I took them all apart. Sorry.
They're all apart. Some nice cast aluminium in them, wasn't there? Some chunky cast aluminium.
Oh yeah, the bases were amazing.
yeah.
That's nice.
You know.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
The bigger the cushion.
How you like your women, Ralph?
That's actually from I think Madagascar.
You see them crystal oscillators, Shark? Do you sell them? Do board sort buy them by the pound? Do they?
I don't know if they do or not.
Okay.
I'm probably just going to sell mine on eBay
Okay.
because there's always somebody on eBay that's going to pay way more than what something's worth.
Yeah. For they think they're going to get they do about 10 of them, and they think they're going to get enough silver out of it.
The thing about eBay, if somebody gets into a bidding war, they end up paying over the odds.
But I've seen people pay for a pound of ram sticks. Like they paid something like over 100 quid for a pound of ram sticks, and the most they're going to get out of it is maybe if they get a gram of gold out of a pound of ram sticks, they're going to get what, $50, $60, and they paid over 100 for it.
Yep.
It's the thought that counts.
Maybe it's a hobby for them as well.
It might be a hobby, but I wouldn't pay over 100 quid for my hobby because like I know the value of gold and I know there's only going to be a gram or maybe 2 grams at most. So you're I suppose as a hobby, if you break even, it's good. But if you're losing 50 or 60 quid every time without counting the acids and without counting things.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
You know,
I would think about the only way you could justify spending that kind of money, other than being stupid, is if you're making jewelry and so you
yeah,
sell it for way above scrap value
yeah,
as jewelry.
That could be it.
that could be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
then if you're making jewelry,
it amazes me
you just
sometimes.
go and buy gold at spot price anyhow, because you can buy a gram of gold for maybe 60 quid.
Yeah, that's also true.
You
This
know?
little piece that's inside that contact.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger. Boom.
Is,
You'll
is
have
that-
to.
It's not really focusing, but that's
Not
usually a bit of copper. Yeah.
That's copper, and then the rest of this would be brass,
Yes.
and then the 2 silver contacts.
Yeah.
So easy to take apart. Just sit there.
Yeah, it's way easier than the relays. You don't because it's basically a lid you take off.
Pops off. Yeah, it pops open.
Yeah. I replace those a lot. Those switches as well, even if they're not broken.
It works for the purpose.
Exactly.
Ralph.
Sometimes I just order them as extra parts, don't replace them, and then scrap the new ones, and then just put in my report that I've used them.
I hope your bosses never find these videos.
No, they don't. They don't. Maybe they watch videos on my channel to check me out, but they're not going to find you. Well, they could, but that was very unlikely. And if they then specifically watch this bit of the stream, they're not going to sit here for we've been almost going for 2 hours to see if I say something weird. Sharky is going shark mode.
I was going to say, what's shark doing?
I never seen a shark smile.
That's Bruce from Finding Nemo.
If you're that close, you're in trouble.
That's for
You're
sure.
gonna need
Yeah.
a bigger
If you see
boat.
the shark smiling, you're in trouble.
Mrs. Shark was getting creative.
Oh.
Redesigning your masks.
How am I going
Let's
to
see, if I
get
put it
this?
just in the right place, I wonder if I can get the mouth to move when I'm talking.
River caps and the color.
There you go.
It's got a slit in it, and then
Scrap your eyes.
yeah, exactly that.
That would be a helpful match. You put a slit in it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Give me a
well
second,
with that.
Dan. I'll go and get them red switches. Give me a second, Dan. Sent me some red switches there, and he wants me to show them on screen there. Well, I think I might have used your ones up, Dan, but I've got other ones pinned. Give me a second. I'll go get them. Oh.
Right.
All right. I got to go put my little bits and pieces back.
Hey, we don't want to hear about your little bits and pieces.
I got to put them in their respective containers.
I didn't see the wife anywhere.
Dan, that was wrong, man. That was just wrong.
How am I gonna get this? This is probably something that I'm gonna have to take to the garage for further discombobulation.
I need a few. Oh, I've got plenty of likes. 32.
How many likes you got, Perky?
Oh, sorry, doing a Tim there. No, I'm saying it's not me. It's Irish. He's got. No, he's down to 21 in the house and 32 likes.
Yes.
On the stream. So I like to put that out from time to time.
Well, he might get more likes if you check the Facebook side. Because he's got it up there too. So.
Well, that's a big unknown to me. I don't do the face ache.
You don't do the Facebook?
No.
Shame on you. Aren't you hip?
There ain't shame on me. I'm glad I don't. I've managed for 50 years without it. I'm not going to start now. But I don't have Insta and Twitter.
What about TikTok?
Oh, no. That's
Oh
Yeah,
that's early YouTube, is that?
dear God.
All right, let's try this.
Oh, you haven't missed out, Kevin.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dan, do
Mr.
you put stuff up on TikTok?
I am on TikTok. I don't think I've done anything with it, to be honest with you.
I don't have an account, and I'm not going to.
But I do Twitter and Instagram.
He said doo-doo.
Oh,
And there's also D Live.
I do Instagram when
talking
I
of
remember. If I remember to put something on Instagram and Facebook, it'll get there, but I just never remember.
Right. Well, Instagram's a pain in the butt. 'Cause on my computer, it won't allow me to put pictures on, but on my phone, I can put pictures on.
Yeah,
Well,
that is
it's more phone orientated.
now this is what Dan.
You actually can put stuff on Instagram from your PC, but then you have to enter developer mode.
Switches, huh?
Yeah, I simply them switches, and anyone that hasn't taken them apart, these are what's usually find in them. You'll usually find gold wires like them going through, or gold connectors, and sometimes when you smash them open, there's little gold ballings inside them.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
They're gold plated, gold flashed?
Gold plated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they usually them red switches on. You get them on like network switches, and you get them on stuff like that. Actually, I have a video coming up with these in it. That's where I got them ones from. But Dan had sent me some of them in the post when he sent me his sticker. He sent me some of them as well.
Dip switch.
Yeah,
Dip
that's
switch.
it. Dip
That's
switch.
what they call
Who
it.
you
Yeah,
calling a
that's what-
dipshit?
You see them on old PC motherboards.
Oh, you said switch. Oh.
You know, stuff like 286 and
I misheard
386.
Yeah, so just smash them open and make sure when you're smashing them, if there is little gold ballings, you watch where they go.
Yes. Yeah. Bring the magnifying glass.
Get your magnet out and find them.
Did the clicking all of a sudden get? I can't hear it, but can you all? Did it get louder or pick up all of a sudden?
I haven't heard it
No,
in
not
a
at
couple
all.
of minutes.
Okay.
I don't hear it at the moment, but
Okay. All right. Good.
Turn your hearing aid up.
Yeah, it helps if you don't charge your
Just testing a
vibrator.
few things here, trying to
Need
figure
a
it
new
out.
battery?
put my gloves on for doing
Vibrator turned
examination
off.
time, Kevin.
Oh, you're ready for proctology, huh?
Examination time, Kevin.
Yep.
No, I just wants to massage your prostate.
Reminds me of a really weird dream I once had, which I
No,
will not
massage
go
your
into.
prostate.
Don't start that dream again.
No,
You
no.
told us about that dream once, and I don't want to hear about that again.
Yeah.
Holding up the rear.
I couldn't sleep for a couple of nights after hearing about that dream.
It was neither could I, and it was my dream. It was really weird.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Even worse.
Even worse.
Mayor on Downing Street,
Number 10.
of course.
There's a party at number 10 Friday night.
Well, they only had a few wines.
I like them crystal oscillators. I like big ones.
Oh, it's
Yeah, yeah. They're
a
nice.
storm. It's a storm in a wine glass.
Yeah,
I like big oscillators, and it cannot lie.
How did you take?
Poor guy's got to deal with the pandemic and criticise him just because he needs to.
How did I
definitely
take
to let
that
off a
off
bit of
the
steam.
board?
Let me
I
guess,
just
heat
took them
gun.
gold ones. I actually just pulled them red little switches off with just with them pliers there. That was it. Just
Hey,
them.
Parky, that reminds me of the song from back in the 50s. Rag mop, da 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 ba da ba. Rag mop.
Yeah, but like you, I've got the Prime Minister behind me.
How would you like to work up next to that every morning?
No, thank you.
I'm not going there.
Me neither.
Anyone know if there's anything good in them green little M&M's things? Well, the little Jesus. Them. Oh,
Oh,
can't
sorry,
see
sorry,
the green.
Green.
You won't see the
Hair
green
between your
screen.
fingers.
That answers your question. They're transparent, so
Yeah. Then what? Anyone know anything good in these transparent ones?
Well, I can see right through it, so there's probably nothing in there.
Oh, hey, Irish, is that the same as this one?
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
I got one of those.
I'm
Look at the size of mine.
Shark, I
That's
think
mine.
yours is just a little bit too tall.
Bye. Good luck now.
Oh,
Have a nice time.
Bye.
it was this big.
Why, you change your name to Scrap and Irish E-Waste Mike?
That's English
Oh.
Irish.
Well, they're like blue and M&Ms, but they're more rectangle shape, and they're green.
So they're not M&Ms because they're rectangles, and
Yeah.
they are kind of like blue, but they're actually green.
Yeah,
And they're almost
something like that. And
So-
good in them.
Yeah, so they're almost transparent.
What is the difference between a soccer ball and a tennis ball? They're both soccer balls except for the tennis ball.
Except for the tennis.
Oh, what is that? Is that your Dutch humour coming through?
No, that's basically what I was just.
He was
It's
just being
same thing,
weird.
just different.
He was just being weird.
Hey, so I got a question. If I take this laser pointer and shine it in my camera, what would happen?
It's shining on the wall behind you.
I know
Yeah.
it's shining on the wall behind me. I'm doing that so you can see the laser.
Well, you
pointer.
could mess up the chip
optics.
that's in there.
CCD sensor.
Yeah, the sensor chip.
It'll
Give it a try. Let's see if the color changes.
You might have to find your camera tomorrow.
You burn
think-
out the sensor.
I think I'll test it on the old one someday.
Better yet, when the
Well,
next
didn't it go
guy
through-
that comes
didn't
by
it
with a
pass through a
high beam,
lens?
I'll test it on him.
So yeah, it will burn out the sensor because when you pass a laser beam through a lens, it focuses all the energy at the focal
Yeah.
point and
Pinpoint.
heats it up. Turns your laser beam into a laser cutter.
Right now, how is this gonna open here?
So no, I don't think you want to burn.
Yeah,
burn
Scrapman
out
said, Scrapman 50 said, if you start shining the camera, you'll have something new to scrap out.
no, you don't want to burn
Yeah.
out your sen- Well, Cole,
Yeah, I think we'll not do that experiment.
they keep cats entertained for hours, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you shine them in their eyes, then they're gonna go all over the place and run into walls and.
No, I
Hey,
don't think, I don't
Crazy
think
Ann,
blinding
welcome
the
in.
cat is part
How
of
are
it.
you doing?
Hey, Crazy Ann. Evening.
Crazy Ann.
Oh, I got
Somebody got carried away.
Thank you for the super sticker, Everyday
It's a
Scholars.
unicorn.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. In a video upcoming, I'll talk about super stickers actually and what I do with the money that I get from them. If anyone does it, so you'll see what your money. You see what your money goes towards.
He buys dinner. Fish and chips.
Pink
Fish and
fluffy
chips, yeah.
unicorns.
Some potatoes.
dancing
Get some
on rainbows.
potatoes.
Oh yeah, it's got a bit of potatoes. And say you reminded me of that joke.
What, 7
Where they
course
get caught.
meal?
No, Englishman, Irishman, and Scotsman get captured by cannibals, and they're all about to go eat pot. So Chief Cannibal Assistant Englishman says, "Where are you from?" Myself, from London. Right, in the pot you go. Assistant Scotsman, "Where are you from?" I'm from Glasgow. Right, you can go eat pot. Assistant Irishman, "Where are you from?" Says, "Oh, I'm from Dublin." Right, you can go free. Other cannibals say, "Why are you letting him go?" Says, "Last one we had from Dublin ate all the potatoes."
Ate all the potatoes.
Oh,
The joke really isn't that funny, but the way Parkness says all the potatoes, that's what's really funny when he tells
Yeah.
us.
it was nice knowing you, Park. Bye bye.
Who's up?
Oh, let's just dispose the pleasantries. Stop treating you like a e-waste Mike.
Here's the end.
Just throw a lot of sarcasm back at you.
Well, these two cannibals come across
How does this work?
traveler in the jungle. So they capture him and they cook him. And they says, how
You
good
must go want to know what Chrissy Ann learned to drive yet. I don't know what that's about. I must have missed something.
ordered a sausage.
What What are you scrapping out tonight, by the way, Ralph? Oh,
I
did
got
blenders. Or the hand, oh yeah,
mixer.
the hand blenders.
Mixers.
Hand
Mixers.
mixers. Yeah.
Yeah, I scrapped out the first one, and this is as far as I got. Everything is kind of, I don't know, welded or riveted in place. So this has to go to the shed for some hammering and angle grinding, probably.
It needs some ionizing.
Yeah.
Yes, it needs some ionizing.
A little
And I took the
tender
screws
loving
out of this thing,
care.
but I can't seem to get it open.
Couldn't you make it to gravity? Because are you on top floor?
Hey, Timmy.
Yeah, throw it down from the sixth
Just drop
floor.
it down from the balcony and see what happens.
What
It's,
up?
it's 11 p.m. here.
How
People
do?
are gonna love that.
Tim, come on up and let's test your microphone out. See if
Yeah,
you're
it saves me
squeaking.
having to do all burping.
Come on, join the party.
Well, to see if Tim's microphone is still doing the
Tim.
mouse or the chipmunks.
Hey, Scrap Man,
Yeah, but
nobody was telling a joke. That was just Kevin waffling one.
Wah, wah.
So
Yeah,
Dan,
continue,
how far away is your
Kevin.
scrapyard from you,
Oh
Dan?
yeah, the two cannibals. They come across this guy in the jungle, so they cook him up and they decide how are we going to divide this guy up. So the one cannibal tells the other, he says, "Well, you start, and I'll start at the feet." And he says, "We'll meet in the middle." It's okay, fine. So 20 minutes later, the guy up top says, "Hey, how you doing down there?" He says, "Oh, great, I'm having a ball." The other guy says, "Slow down."
Oh, Jesus. Right, I'll go back to asking Dan the question. Dan, how far away is your scrapyard from you?
It depends on which one. At the most, 2 miles.
All right, so you don't have much traveling to do to get your scrap to it.
No.
And Kevin, what about your scrapyard? Is it far from you?
It's about 4 miles.
Oh, not too bad.
Down the
And-
driveway is about a mile long.
And Shark, how far is yours?
So I have 1 yard that's less than a mile, but they don't pay very well. The yard
That's
that
why.
pays the best for ferrous is about 30-ish. And my non-ferrous is about, I don't know, 40 maybe.
Yeah, my nearest scrapyard is about 14, 15 miles away. But again, they don't pay great. And the one that pays better is about 60 miles away.
It's weird how that works. The closest one always pays the crappiest.
Yeah.
Why is it never the other way
Murphy's
around?
Law. Murphy's Law about scrapping or something. I don't know.
Except if you live in the Midwest, down by Mike, they pay fantastic.
Well, I have one that's I don't know, 2-minute drive, 3-minute drive away,
Yeah.
which would be what 2-3 miles maybe ish. And that one doesn't pay that well. And I have one that's slightly further off, which is about a 10-minute drive, maybe 12 if there's traffic. What would that be? 6-7 miles maybe.
Mm.
And that one pays slightly better, so it's not that bad.
I'm checking the mileage on one of my yards.
Well, if I wanted to go to a better paying yard, yeah, I could. You know where Toyman lives in London? That's a better paying yard. That's an
Sure.
hour away from me, one direction.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a trip like that, you want to make sure you bring a load.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And there was a better one half hour away going south, but they closed up. So,
Mm.
Oh,
Too
that
close
sucks.
to the U.S. border.
so yeah, I just deal with the ones in town because it's economical.
Convenience, yeah, and the cost of doing business with them is not that bad.
No. And like for as far as tin shredding that, I can take as many loads as I want one day and I'm done in a couple of hours. So,
Yeah.
like I did that last one video there, I did 3 loads in 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
because they're that close. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, time is worth something as well.
Yeah, you have to take that into account.
Oh, okay. So my non-ferrous yard is only 30 miles away.
Only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they pay
What I
really
don't like
well,
about
so-
scrapyards here is they as we say aluminium or aluminum, whichever you prefer to call it.
Crazy to
Um,
define.
they give you the same price regardless of whether it's sheet or it's extruded or it's cast. It's the same price. So the only advantage is you don't have to separate your stuff, but the disadvantage is you're getting the lowest price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our yard here. They don't break out the insulated copper wire into number 1 and number 2, low grade, mid grade. It's all just insulated copper wire. Doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
can even
Wire,
put
circuit
ribbon
board.
wire in.
But I have probably 500 to 600 pounds of insulated copper wire. They offered me 55 cents a pound. I was like, ooh, big money. I'm going to tell them
That's
that
about half of what I get.
Yeah. Well, that's the exchange rate too.
Dang.
Can't be all that different, but still. You know, if I only have to travel 5 miles to get to the scrapyard and I can make $100, that's fine. I'm not in it for the money so much as the activity.
Yeah.
The yard that's less than a mile from the shark cage, they had an explosion last week.
Come on.
And somebody got hurt, but the shock wave hit the shark cage and rattled everything. I went over to check on the guys at the cell phone company to see if they had blown something up. They came over to see if I had blown something up. You know, it was
And you all turned around and saw the other side of the parking lot up in flames, right?
Well, you know, it was we're out there checking on each other, you know, in the area, and then we started hearing the sirens. We're like, where are they going? Where are they going? And then we realized they were headed to the scrapyard. So we haven't heard anything on what blew up. We just know that something blew up.
Could have been a pile of batteries, maybe.
Propane.
No, this was a serious explosion. This was like they have a crusher, one of those big mechanical crushers for cars and things.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing somebody didn't remove the valve from an air tank.
And it burst.
You know, a gas bottle or something like that.
Yeah.
Ball. Hey.
Did you eat them?
Was it
really
crispy?
Deep fried squirrel.
Tastes like fried chicken.
Yeah, squirrel that
Well, they have rodents.
climbed into the power wires and tried to balance on both wires.
Oh yeah.
Nothing makes you move faster than when you hear a dog going.
Yeah,
I was wondering what happened there when I heard you roaring. I said, "What's happeed?" And I heard you say Navis, so I knew it was the dog.
That's another reason why we have no carpet in the house. So she can puke anywhere she wants on the floor, and it's easy to clean up.
Yeah. Barf as you will.
She was in her kennel, and she's got a bed in there, and didn't want that in there. So I scooted her into the kitchen and let her go.
I'm doing that whole thing sorted out now as well. This is the best thing of these streams. You can do a lot of sorting.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The moon's already out. Full moon, too, tonight.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. All the weirdos will be around, though.
Well, if we get with her, oh, yeah, there's the cloud line. It ain't going to be long before it starts getting overcast.
You're
I can
being
see the old
mooned.
moony from here.
Hey?
No,
I said you're being mooned.
no moon in the sky.
More ways than one.
Ours is all hidden behind clouds now. We should be getting snow any moment.
Actually, I looked at the radar. It looked like you're going to get rain.
I'm hoping that it's less snow and more liquid, yes, but only time will tell.
Yeah.
Come on. Snow is fun.
It is for somebody else. I've got all the cars up on the slope off the driveway, and I have the plow truck in front of the house ready to go.
Yep, I've had my snowblower tested and running earlier this year, so. And it's up in front. All the lawnmowers are behind it.
What Bruce has put in chat. Obviously, strong contender for the Darwin Award.
I've also used that one there, a week or so ago, that little battery operated one I got
I
started.
saw that rechargeable snow broom.
Yep, it's 40 volt.
Not bad.
It actually worked good, and they threw it out with the battery, the charger, everything. I think it was just too heavy.
I saw the video on it. That was pretty neat.
Yep. Well, when they throw the battery and charger out, does it work? Does it not?
Yeah. Well, you test the theory.
Yep. Then it works. It holds a good charge too. So
And at the end of the season, you wind up selling it for $20.
yeah,
There you go.
make money on it no matter what, right?
Aha.
Okay, I got a dog wanting out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Give her a smack
Okay.
on the head for us.
Something went
Maybe
wrong
it's the
here.
dog.
Andrew's saying that he's got flurries starting there. wherever he
Thank
is.
you. Andrew's only about 6 or 7 miles from me, so it should be starting real quick.
All right.
He's a little bit further south, but west.
Oh yeah, you got some interesting stuff up there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming. And my youngest son decided he was going to make a trip to Maine this weekend from New York.
Oh, that's a real smart thing to do.
Yes, so he's in Maine now. He's not due back until tomorrow evening.
Actually, they don't have a whole lot looking. Well, I guess it's going to head up that way.
Yeah, and then Tuesday morning I have to pick him up at the train station in Dover, New Jersey. He's coming up to join us for a couple days.
That'd be nice. Get
Yeah,
to-
it'd be nice to have family together for a bit.
yeah. That'd be nice. You can get him to do some scrapping when you're there. Have a rake of computers and tell him to start scrapping them out.
No, he costs too much. He gets $450 an hour.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
No,
Yeah, he'd be
For
too
a
expensive
scrapper?
to employ.
lawyer.
Oh, is that what he is?
Yeah, he
I'm
can
not
write up
gonna
the
say
accident
anything.
report. God bless him. I'm just glad that he's happy.
Yeah.
That's all.
So, this joke has to deal with both lawyers and sharks. These people are stranded on a rock that the boat ran into, and they have to swim across a channel to get to the beach, but it's shark infested waters. And so this doctor tries to make the swim, and the sharks pounce on him and eat him. And so then the lawyer goes to make the swim, and he swims all the way across with no trouble at all. And the one guy says to the other guy, "Hey, the sharks didn't go after the lawyer. What's that all about?" And the guy says, "Yeah, professional courtesy."
Hey, Laura, how are you doing?
Hey, Laura and
Hey,
Bill
Bill.
is just after coming in as well. So Bill, welcome in, and Laura, welcome in. Great to see you guys.
Oh, Andrew, thank you. That is very cool, man.
What did Andrew say to you? I missed that.
SHTF, how you doing? What's up?
It should be that one morning, huh, Shark?
Yeah.
What a guy. Nice.
One will be happy. Yeah, the iguanas will be so happy to see that coming. I don't know why Mike doesn't like this microscrap, and it's so therapeutic. I'm here like searching through little bittings, and no, it's just
You won't
so
know they're
relaxing.
boss made until you bring it in. Let
On
them
the phone with my father, and I look at my cell phone, and I got a messenger link from
It's the original.
Someone's sneaking up on you.
hi, how you doing? How's the family? And I'm answering, and I'm answering her answer. She goes, look, I just wanted to touch base with
I'm
you.
going to mute him for a minute.
Talking for bed.
If she says anything about anyone that we shouldn't be listening to.
No, he doesn't think about that.
I thought someone was playing a video.
Hey, Postmate, that might not, I mean, most catalytic converters are still, got some decent value to you, but it should be easy enough to look up, with your, with whatever yard you use that will buy the converters. And they should be able to tell you what they would pay you for that.
Well, if he's scrapping the vehicle anyways, just cut it off and hand it to him. Right?
Yeah. Do you ever find much cats? Oh, he's back. Hold on. Let me take him off mute. Sorry, Kevin. I just muted you. We didn't want to listen to your private conversation.
I apologize for.
No, we didn't want to listen to your private conversation. I
That's
just muted you
okay.
just in case.
That's okay. This end of the family isn't worth a pot of the. Don't matter to me.
We still don't want to hear it.
Oh, but come on, it could be fun.
It could be juicy.
I might get some feedback. I can pass it along and tell them that.
Okay.
I was going to say, Dan, do you ever find many catalytic converters thrown around when you're picking up stuff? No,
Nothing.
nothing.
Mufflers, that's about it, or resonators, but they're not worth shit. So
Yeah, just shred price.
yep.
No.
No, I barely get any autocast either. Like people are either returning them. There's a core charge or something because you used to be able to bring them back and they return them. So like they would.
So there was a story in the news here that a guy that was working on his car, the jack collapsed and he got flattened by his car.
Yep.
And
got
everybody was oh so bad, so sad. And then heard he was actually a thief trying to steal the catalytic converter. And everybody was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that made the news. I heard about that. There's a
That's
catalytic
called
converter
poetic
thief got killed.
justice.
It's called karma.
Yeah.
car.
Yeah,
But if I ever seen anyone under my car cutting the catalytic converter from under it, I would actually kick the jack from under it and walk away and come back an hour later and say, "Oh, look what I found under my car."
Yeah.
That wouldn't work with me because my truck sits high enough. You don't need to jack it up.
All right.
You can change the starter and everything from just laying underneath it.
No, I'd kick the jack from under it and leave him stuck under it.
Oh, better still drive right over.
No, I just leave him stuck under it.
That was
I just make sure he had expired by the time I come back.
Of course, that was a huge issue here in Florida several years back, which is why catalytic converters are now a controlled item in Florida.
Yeah, they ship them up north now.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to have to drop off of here. The boss is home.
Oh,
that's no problem, Dan. Thanks for
you
thanks
enjoy
for
later on,
popping
Dan.
up.
Take care.
Before you go, Dan, because you won't be here for the end. What's your plan for the week? What are you planning for the week on video wise?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You've just done a Ralph on it.
I'm going to see what happens tomorrow morning. If we walk into that nice snowstorm, I'll give you a little view of that.
That's okay.
Play with my toys. If it requires me to bring out the big boy, then you'll see that one. It's about 14 years old. It's a 14.5 horsepower, 30-inch snowblower. So does a very good job.
So take care, Dan, and thanks for being up.
Thanks for having me. See you guys. Everybody in the chat, take care.
Later, Dan. Take care, man.
See ya.
Link is there at the top if anyone wants to come up for the last half hour. So I'll be doing my usual 3 hour. Well, it's more than a half an hour. It's 40 minutes. So if anyone wants to come up for the last 40 minutes, more than welcome. Hit on the link and up you come. And tell us what you're scrapping out or what you're up to. We have no problem listening to you because people might be fed up with listening to us. You might want a different voice. But I should have all this sorted out by the end of this show, which is great. Then I just have to go and break them down even smaller to get all the little gold pins out of the centers of them.
Get all the trinkets off of there, huh? Those
Get
little
all the
gold pins from the phone connectors.
Yeah, off the phone connectors, the little gold pins is in them.
Yeah, I pull them out too.
Yeah. Oh, someone.
You've got a
another
super
sticker thing. Cheers! Thanks for that, Laura. I appreciate that.
Morning tinkering fun.
Oh no, it's not Laura. I thought that was Laura. That's the other. That's what's called. We hit him up in the live last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is the move getting on? Have you sorted out all your stuff? Have you got it all moved out yet? He was trying to get all his scrap cleared because he had to clear it all because he had to move house.
Jeez, this thing is a mess.
Imagine, I was just thinking that today actually. Imagine for some reason you had to move out of your house straight away. What would you do with all the scrap you've built up? How would you get rid of it quick?
Light a match.
Well, I live in an apartment building. That won't be appreciated.
Yo, what's up, Irish?
Well,
Hey
what
there.
story today?
What's up, man?
Figure it's easier to just come up here and answer the question instead of
Yeah,
sit
answer
in
the
the
question.
chat.
How are you getting on with getting rid of all your stuff?
I have taken care of 12 pallets already. I have 6 left.
Whew.
Well done.
And what did you do with it? Are you storing it somewhere else, or have you actually sold it on?
Nah, well, I mean, I've taken all the good stuff out, so I've stored it in my house. I took 4 pallets of printers and just dumped them. I didn't even care. Kicked them off the back of the truck.
Kinda like I did in my video.
Yeah, like in that video. Exactly.
Where were you when you dumped them?
I saw your comment. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I totally watched that video and I was like, you know what? I'm doing that tomorrow. And I was just loading the truck, run down there, kick them off, man, out of here. So.
Oh, yeah.
Did
So
you
you're
dump
getting
them
through them.
at the shred pile, or was it in the trash?
That shred pile.
Okay, all right.
So
I
made
threw them in the trash.
yeah.
How are they doing down by you with shred price?
Terrible. At least the one place near my work. Now the good stuff I'm gonna call around once I get it ready. But the steel price is only 4 cents. It was terrible.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
That is bad.
7.5 a pound right now.
25 cents a
New
kilogram
Jersey.
over here.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is about 25 cents, would be about 12 cents a pound.
Yes.
Well, that's what I think it should have been, but the place near me is notorious for just killing you on the prices. But so I don't take anything but steel because it's literally 2 minutes from my job, so it's easy to run down there right before lunch or something, dump it off.
Come back with $10.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Pays for coffee for your lunch.
There you go.
Yeah, well, it pays for lunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Well, that's what's about when you're doing a hobby as a hobby. And
Yeah.
the money I get, if it pays for something, as I say in a future video coming, if it pays towards some asset I'm getting for my thing, or if it pays towards getting more gloves or something I'll be using, it's what I do it for. Like, that's the reason I hold on to the shred bits and pieces and the copper and stuff. That's to pay for my assets and stuff like that. And if I get like that super sticker there you give me, that goes towards paying for assets or stuff on my channel.
Right. Yeah, well, you guys heard my issue last week, so I don't really have anything to argue with. I just got to get it done. But at least I made, instead of like throwing it in the garbage, at least it went to, I got $15. So hey, $15, woohoo! I take it.
There you go, man.
Bill of 15.
Now, not only did I get $15, but I did get a, let's say, 2x2 square cube full of peripheral cards, wire from power supplies, and what am I trying to say? RAM sticks, and then another box the same size, all motherboards. So
This is a good trade.
yeah, so all that'll work out.
Yeah.
And now the 6 pallets I have left are like server switches, and I guess I do have a copier, which sucks, and another copier. They're so heavy and a pain. If you're ever trying to take one apart, there's like 6 million screws.
Yeah.
Layers upon layers of plastic and resin steel. And
Yes. They're a fun project if you have like 2 days to sit around and do nothing and you want to make like $5. Now you make a little bit more once you get all the motors out of them, but still.
I did a video on one of those once. It was sitting next to a dumpster.
Yeah,
so I scrapped it while I was.
Yeah, I watched that.
It's like that's the perfect time to scrap one of those things.
Yeah, that is the perfect time if you can find it right there. For sure. I'm getting ready to go shoot a video tearing down a Nighthawk router. My router in my house died yesterday, so I'm like, all right, well, perfect time to
make a video.
Make a video.
Make some content for YouTube.
Yeah, I got to start those videos. Remember, I said I was going to start doing it.
You have to try and get a regular, either once a week or twice a week or whatever amount, or every 2 weeks or just once a month. As long as YouTube is easy doing it regularly, it's meant to help in the algorithms.
But it needs to be sustainable. It's always saying you do one video a week if you can't manage it, because you just suffer from burnout and you just get disheartened.
All right, I'm going to say good night, everyone. I'm going in for dinner.
Okay,
Right,
Kevin, have
see
you
you
anything
Kevin.
planned for the week
All
before
right,
you go?
Kevin.
Chicken
Hey,
on
send me,
a burnt chicken that didn't make it out of the oven on time.
send me that email, brother. We'll get stickers out.
Hey, as long as it's good. All right, stay well, everyone.
Later on, Kevin. Take care, man.
Later.
Hey, Kevin. Oh, he's gone. I was going to ask him, had he any video coming out this week?
He had to go get his chicken out of King, man.
The chicken was more important. The chicken was more important.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't burn the house down. It's look at this light blizzard outside right now.
Oh, have you got a blizzard outside?
Yeah.
I can't see because it's all dark.
All right, I'm gonna meet.
What time are you over there now? It's just gone after 10 here, half 10 here. So what are you, 5 hours behind?
Yeah, it's 5:30.
Yeah.
See out there.
It's Eastern. It's
Dark.
Eastern.
Can't see the blizzard.
No. I gotta mute you real quick so I can shut the music off.
So how are you getting on with board sort? Do you send much stuff up to them at the moment, Shark, or are you just dealing mainly with your scrapyard?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I was saying, are you sending much stuff to board sort these days, or are you just dealing mainly with your scrapyard?
So it's kind of both, right? There's the boards that are anything that is like $4 or more a pound. I sell the board sort because even after I deduct the shipping, I'm still making money. If it's less than $4 a pound, I have to pay close attention to what the local yard is offering and make a decision.
Well, Kevin just sent me a Facebook message there. He will have the second part 2 of his mail call video coming out this week. So there you go, guys. Kevin will have part 2 of his mail call video.
That will have my sticker in it. Yay!
We get to see Ralph's sticker coming out on that one.
Woohoo!
Nice.
So yeah, speaking of making a bit of profit from the scrapping, I do this as a hobby too. So I have maybe 2 scrapyard runs a year. It's stuff like this, just bundles of cables that I collect, and of course the power cables off of everything. I got €2.50 a kilogram. But I had 168 kilograms and some scrap steel to take in. So for one scrapyard run, well, actually it was actually 3 runs, but because it's so close, I did that all in one day. I got €583, which bought me a PlayStation 5.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say bought you
nothing and your
for
PlayStation
your
for
3D
free.
printer, but no,
You can't beat that, right? You just got something basically for free.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea of scrapping. That's what I like about scrapping is you can get something from what was going to be thrown away that no one wanted, and you just a little bit of effort in taking it apart or breaking it down a bit more, and you're going to make some money that was just going to be thrown away into a landfill somewhere. Hey, Brizzy boy.
That's why it's this is why it's a hobby for me, because it's spending the time instead of doing a sport or doing something that costs me money. It's doing something like we said last week. Last week that it helps the environment and puts a couple dollars in my pocket for something that would have went to a landfill.
Yeah.
Win-win situation.
Yeah.
Win-win for everyone.
And especially if you get the stuff free, like if you could, like shark scrapper, they're picking it up off the street, and it's time and a bit of fuel involved in getting it. But other than that, it's basically free. It's there on the side of the street. It's money just sitting there on the side of the street. You know?
Yeah.
That 99% of the people walk by and don't even think that there's anything of worth there. You know.
And in my case, because I drive around a lot during work, I sometimes stop at a dumpster, see what's in there, and take the stuff and put it in my work car. So I'm actually getting paid while doing it.
I just hope your boss is never going to see this stream, because you have probably done at least 5 sackable offences admitted to them live on the stream.
No. But most of the stuff that I get is actually from the dumpster room beneath this building. Every day I come home and I have some stuff that I need to throw away from my work, scrap or cardboard or whatever. And then I check the dumpsters and sometimes find even more stuff in there to scrap out, even if it's just snipping cords from devices. Yeah.
The time the Bluetooth speaker and started making sounds in the dumpster.
That was actually not in this building. That was at a friend's.
Was it?
But it was a similar
sound in the dumpster.
It was a similar dumpster room. Yeah.
I would have freaked out if I was in there. That started making.
Yeah, I was rolling around some of the garbage bags, and apparently something pressed a button somewhere, and the trash started talking to me. Bluetooth speaker is ready to pair, or something like that. It said. It ended up being a really crappy device with a simple board in it and maggots. But yeah.
Did you eat the maggots? No.
No, I'm trying to cut down.
You could have fed them to your Venus flytrap.
Yes. No, I don't think I had that thing back then.
How is that Venus flytrap getting on?
It's been dead for over a year.
Oh my God, you killed the Venus flytrap.
Yeah, I did everything right according to what you should do to take care of the thing. I forgot one thing, to change up the soil because all the nutrients were gone.
That's why you feed it more bugs.
No, actually the feeding of bugs didn't really help. It also needs nutrients in the soil. A Venus flytrap can perfectly live if it never eats a fly.
Well, it takes the nutrients from the soil, is it?
Yeah, like any other plant.
So the flies are like dessert for it.
Yeah, kind of. It's like
flies are delicious. So you didn't feed the flies and it died. So I don't think your theory's working out.
What was that film again where the big Venus flytrap was in and it kept saying, "Feed me, feed me"?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors.
And there's actually 2 versions of it. There's the one with what's his face?
Moranis.
Rick Moranis, yeah.
Yeah, feed me, Steve. Feed me.
Funny I Shrunk the Kids and Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But the original is from like the 30s-ish.
I never seen the original.
Oh,
it's a black and white one.
Yeah, it's black and white.
Yeah, the only thing worse than biting into an apple and finding a worm is biting into an apple and finding half a worm.
Yes. So the other half is in your mouth.
Oh, you won't believe this. What today's featured article on Wikipedia is? Ghostbusters.
Oh.
There you go. Hey, Granny and the Beer Scrappers, welcome in.
That was a name I've
I
not
missed
seen
you coming in. Sorry for
Granny and the Bear Scrappers.
It was closed last week. Here.
I have unfortunately motivated some folks in this area into the scrapping market, and I believe that they are in part of where I normally go.
And they're now taking your scrap.
Because there's a couple of neighborhoods that used to be very, very prolific that have not been yielding a whole lot lately.
You'll have to go down and
man.
the tires at night so they can't get out ahead of you in the morning.
That's why that whole hey, temporarily type thing here, you want some scrap, blah blah blah, won't work for me, because then when I do get everything situated, it'll all be gone.
Yeah. There's no real street scrapping over here because no one leaves anything out. It's not a thing over here for people to leave stuff out at the side. Everything is in actual garbage bins, and there's a recycling one and there's a waste one, and that's it. No one, because when you buy a new TV or buy a new fridge or buy anything, a light or anything, the shop that you buy the light will take back your old one for recycling free of charge. So
Yeah.
People don't throw it out on the
You know, I find a good source of scrap is Facebook.
Oh, yeah, that probably works.
All you gotta do is put a post up on there, and people will hit you up. Come take my stuff.
I might do that again when I'm cleaned up here.
And I've even had people like 2 years later call me and say, "Hey, do you still scrap stuff? I got it, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll swing by, pick it up."
Yeah, I have some folks that both businesses and residents that put stuff out for me or call me to come get it. But I'm gonna try something different. I went and got this. Oop, there we go.
Light mod.
Yeah, so I got that for the camera.
So you can go at night.
And and I also have a lighted headband. So I think I can cast enough light that I can try to do some nighttime scrapping. Maybe
you're gonna get out before your rivals get out.
I'm gonna see if I go out the night before if there's any difference, and that'll if nothing else, that will confirm that yes, there's somebody else working that area.
Yeah. So if
do you use a GoPro?
There, you'll be saying yes. People are beating me to it every morning.
Yes, I do. A 9 black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have the 8, but I don't like the way it interacts. It's such a pain. It decides to shut off sometimes. It does. I don't know. So
there's some little quirks. I've got the 9 figured out really well now. So I get the one thing that this one does sometimes, and it depends on what battery, because I have 2 batteries for it, and one of the batteries is a little quirky, so it'll just shut down by itself so then I have to power it all the way down, take the battery out, put the battery back in, and then instead of using the auto on feature, I just have to turn on when I want to record. But that's just a function of the battery. I think one of the batteries is the issue, not the camera.
Got it.
They also are prone to overheating.
Every day, so another reason I don't do street scrapping is I don't want to wreck my BMW. I respect my car. Do you ever?
An X5 is ideal for scrapping. You can just put
it's a
seats down.
BMW. You don't throw stuff into a BMW like that. You don't throw rubbish.
X5 is an SUV.
I don't care. You still don't put it into a car like that. One of them. It's not like it's an old Toyota. It's a BMW, man.
Put the seats down.
I have a Ford Focus Estate that can handle a lot of scrap. But I don't go street scrapping.
If I had a Ford Focus, I do that. But I'm not going to get a big lump of copper, throw it up through the back of the BMW, rip the seats or whatever. Yeah, it's going to look really.
Everything is leather in mine.
Damage your upholstery. You just fold the back seat down.
Yeah. My back seat is just about always down because I'm the only one driving the thing anyway. So.
Yeah, the first time I saw Solers do that in a BMW, I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, that was my exact.
Anyway,
that was my exact.
X5. It's not like it's, it's the latest model. It's first generation.
It's still a BMW. Don't treat it like that. You don't treat the BMW like that. How dare she treat a BMW like that?
How dare!
I'm going
It's
to ring
a
a
combination
BMW
of third
and take it off
generation
you,
Range
fellas.
Rover and E39 5 Series is the E53 X5.
All right, that's it. I'm buying me a Lamborghini, and you can call me Lambo Scrapper.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go.
I'll have stuff
That'll
sticking out the sides.
That'll go viral.
that would definitely go viral. Trying to get a fridge into a Lamborghini.
You'd have
Street
to be pulling a trailer behind you or something.
scrapper. Yeah,
Yeah, I have to stick it out the windows and
A trailer with a spoiler on it.
and have it all. I'll pop the hood up because that's the trunk, right? Just have it all stuck and.
Okay, so this is the one that I saw this the other day on the road, and I couldn't
nearly
believe
bought
it. I
one
had to look it
myself.
up and confirm it. A Rolls-Royce pickup truck.
I don't know about that.
Okay, wow.
There's
I
a
mean-
there's a Rolls Royce what you call a minivan. The
No, it's a pickup truck.
Cullinan.
It's a pickup truck. It's a Rolls-Royce. I'm like,
Well, they never made one in factory. They made
I
one of
don't get
those people carriers, what you call minivans, the Cullinan.
I never knew Rolls Royce made minivans or pickups or stuff.
Well, you don't know about the Cullinan, do you?
why would you buy a Rolls-Royce pickup truck? I don't get it.
Yeah,
No,
push bins. They're little handy things. The little
Rolls Royce Cullinan.
the little connects. They're a nice little van. They're just
It's an
perfect for
SUV actually.
traveling.
It's actually an SUV.
Hey, Paul,
So-
welcome in. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you when you came in.
It's all about status, man.
So
I
Rolls
think
Rolls-
Paul
Rolls-
Paul
Rolls-
was good with you.
do
I mean, why would you buy an $85,000 pickup truck to just drive to work? People do it.
People do it. Yeah. Okay.
I
So
spent
what?
$999 on my car, and I probably won't ever spend more on a car.
How much did you spend on your car?
999 euros.
You got a bargain. You got it for under 1,000.
Yeah.
All right. So I just looked it up. I think that Rolls-Royce pickup is going to be the ultimate scrapping mobile. The MSRP is around $330,000 US.
Nice.
Hey, you can write it off against company expenses.
Oh my God. I wonder if it makes lattes for you while you're driving.
I wonder how much you get to the gallon.
What was I going to say about I was going to say something there. Forgotten now.
Does it come with a blonde bimbo?
Oh no, the Rolls Royce Phantom. It's just a BMW 7 Series underneath. That's all. That's all. The modern Rolls
Is it,
Royce.
yeah?
They're just BMW 7 Series.
Did muriatic acid come in? There he is. Hello.
Hey, muriatic acid. Sorry, I missed muriatic acid coming in. And Watch Call came in there. Paul Chartall came in. And we've seen Granny and Bears said hi. They came in as well.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's muriatic acid.
Oh my God, see you scrapping. That would have been freaking hilarious. I'm surprised it didn't crush the car.
Full double door fridge on top of.
Those things are heavy.
One of them American style, as we call them, American style fridge freezers.
Yeah.
There's in the line of Ian's comment earlier today about me lifting things into the truck. There are some of those refrigerators, when I see them on the street, I don't even bother to stop.
Yeah, you just know that they take up too much room for what they're going to be worth anyhow. Even if you can,
No, I just
you
know
lift
that
it by
there's no
yourself.
way I'm going to get it in the truck.
But even if you could, the amount of room that that's going to take up, and all the rest of the scrap, you probably have to drive by. It's worth more.
Sometimes when I see a dishwasher or a washing machine next to the road, I repair those items for my job. So I just go out with my suitcase full of tools, and I just go and sit there and just take out all the parts, and then take the parts and just leave the rest that is not interesting, and
Yeah.
take the motor and the pumps and some of the wiring.
Yeah, because you
And
know
circuit
exactly
boards.
where everything good is in it. Open it out,
Yeah.
you know exactly where to go straight away for everything.
Especially if it's one of the brands that I repair, then it's even more easy.
Yeah. But we were talking about it last week. I think we were on about the how all the, how the fridges that have got to connect to your phone and the washing machines and all that. So surely they're all going to have nice boards in years to come. We'll all be looking for them because the little boards will have
Wi-Fi cards
connectors on them and little gold connectors and stuff like that.
I don't like them.
Do you not know?
Nah.
I'm looking forward to finding one of them to scrap one of them out.
Too bad. This is not phosphor bronze. It's a magnetic.
Is it that new magnetic phosphor bronze?
No, it's steel.
The new magnetic one. Just try and convince the scrapyard it's a new magnetic version of it.
Yes.
Just put it on Wikipedia.
Just put it up on eBay and someone will buy it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, I think I've seen someone try to make bronze using cast iron instead of like when you use aluminium bronze. It's a really hard and tough type of bronze, and they basically just try to, instead of the aluminium, add in 5 or 6% cast iron, and it turned into a similar type color, but it was really strong. But it didn't mix very well, so there were slight patches of iron still in there.
But to get up to that temperature, what temperature did they have to get up to melt it in the first place?
Yeah, that.
Well, the copper melts
at. As I saw the envelope, I knew that wasn't good.
Yeah. This is a letter I'd sent out. This is how it came back. It came in a bag that says, "We care."
We care.
Okay.
And then, this is how they returned the letter to me. Like it went to Shark Scrapper, and he just chomped it, and then they kicked it back. And now I have to send this guy another letter with whatever was inside.
Yeah, it's a good thing half of his address is missing.
Yeah, I right, exactly.
Yeah.
So cast iron is about 1500 Celsius to get it molten decently. And copper goes for 1085 Celsius, so it's quite a bit higher.
Yeah.
And usually when something is alloyed with copper, the melting point of the metal that you put in is lower than that of copper.
Yeah, usually copper would be the higher one, the higher temperature, whatever you're mixing in. Copper is usually the higher one that you go with. That would take a bit of an effort to get the cast iron into it.
I was watching something yesterday. It was how it's made, and it was all about copper. And they gave a figure for how many alloys of copper are out there. I was amazed.
Yeah, there's like close to 100, I think, different ones you could, because if you use a different percentage of the same alloy, then it's basically considered something else.
Chinesium.
Magnesium.
No, that's when there's no copper involved.
Yeah. Just copper paint. That's all.
Copper lacquer.
Colored paint.
400. There are as many as 400 different copper and copper alloy compositions.
See, there's even more than I thought.
Loosely grouped into categories: copper, high copper alloy, brasses, bronzes, copper nickel zincs, leaded copper, and special alloys.
Was conifer, that's another one.
Amazing.
That's 3.
The question there, does it one there for you, Ralph?
No, I haven't cast any bismuth because I don't have any. Somebody please send me some. Bismuth.
Oh, no,
what is bismuth? I do not know what bismuth is.
Bismuth is like the equivalent of lead, but it's safe.
Okay.
It has a similar melting point, and if you melt it down, it's like completely silver in color. And if you very gradually let it cool down, then it will turn into all kinds of like crystals. It has a weird
square crystals.
Square angular crystals in them, and they change to the color of the rainbow from purple to red and pink and light blue, and then to green, then to yellow. It's like a rainbow, basically.
And does it weigh the same as lead, or is it a light?
It is quite heavy, I think. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's lead and tin are both pretty heavy, and they're both really easy to melt. I think bismuth is in the same group.
Like almost right under 600 degrees. I have some bismuth here.
Oh, really?
Some there, yeah.
Because it's next to lead at periodic table is bismuth.
Yeah.
Oh, go mind your own bismuth.
There was a video of a guy who got bismuth out of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, that's right. I watched that video. Yeah, just like getting iron out of one of the cereals. I forget
One of the cereals, yeah.
You can get iron out of blood if you get enough of it.
Well, that's what I was watching it was a forensic program, and they were saying like if this book said like when he walks into some of the murder scenes, you can actually smell the metal from the blood. There was that much blood in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, metallic.
Yeah. He said if you go in like where there's been a really bad murder, or where there's a couple of people killed in or something, he said you can smell the metallic as soon as you go in.
I believe it.
Yup.
What time are we? 5 minutes left. I'm nearly finished. I want to try and get it finished inside my.
Hey, Paul, what do you think, man? This is my new chain. This is the Shark Scrapper Chain Gang shirt.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. See?
That's available on your shop.
When the jumpsuit's coming out.
That's available on your shop, Shark?
I've had a few sales.
Compliments of Guantanamo Bay on your website, isn't it? Or on your your retail shop?
Spread shop site, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So if anyone wishes to buy a Shark Convict shirt, they are available.
And you don't have to buy them in orange. You can get them in pretty much any color you want. They've got all kinds of choices.
Yeah, but nice to have orange. The police are looking out when they're driving by going, I wonder if he escaped.
What movie was that where they had a guy in an orange training suit just exercising outside and just running around a bit to get the attention of the cops while the real convict was changing clothes into something different and going completely different direction? What movie was that?
Oh, I don't know what that movie
and
was.
then when he was caught, he gave an excuse that he was a fan of the Dutch soccer team because the Dutch wear orange and the whole thing.
Oh, was that Ocean's? No, it wasn't Ocean's 13.
I think it was one of those movies, yeah.
It might have been Ocean's 13 or Ocean's
2, 3.
Oh, that sounds like the kind of thing that they would do, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. And it was a American football supposed to as well at the same time. And it was all they blended in with all the Dutch books with the orange shirts on. I think, was it? I don't know.
It could have been. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, Raphael would know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said the Brannock to him earlier on.
This is the last.
No, it was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
That I have to get, but as you can see, it's full of dust now. I'm down to the dust.
It was a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it and Forrest Whitaker and I think that guy from Jackass.
So it's not Total Respray.
Total Respray.
No. Total Recall.
Total Recall. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger and who?
Forrest Whitaker was in it.
Really?
The guy from Jackass, Johnny Knoxville, I think, was in it.
Is it relatively recent?
That does not ring a bell to me.
Relatively recent, yeah. I think like Arnold Schwarzenegger was like a sheriff of a small town.
Oh,
yeah.
Arnold
is in it and Johnny Knoxville is in it. So what's
Johnny
the name of the film?
Knoxville, yeah.
Yeah.
Knoxville, you were right the first time.
Knoxville, yeah. I think Arnold was like a retired sheriff or something like that, or whatever. I don't know, of some small town, and some criminals were going to be passing through. What was it called?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm still scrapping and don't feel like looking it up. Someone in chat, Google it, please.
Google it first. Yeah.
Arnold
I think Tim is
Schwarzenegger
working
movie.
Well,
on
I'm on his Wikipedia page. I'll be back.
I'll
I
be
think
back.
Tim is on the case as well.
Yeah.
I will kill you last. That's line from Commando, and he says,
Yeah.
says,
Remember I said I'd kill you last? I
lied.
lied.
Yeah. And then when he gets, what do you do? Oh, I let him go.
Tim is saying, is it called The Last Stand?
The Last Stand, that's it. Yes.
Ah, never seen it.
It's actually not bad.
Sully, remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied.
Good films, Commando.
Yeah.
Did a lot of good films back then.
Oh, right, we've gone the 3 hours.
Alyssa Milano in her very young years in there.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
The end of the show. So, Ralph, what have you planned?
Scrap you later.
No, you have to tell us what you planned for the week.
Oh, no video for at least another 2 weeks. Scrap you later.
Shut up for a minute. Shark, what's your story for the week?
Monday is going to be a heavy metal scrap out. Wednesday will be
Does it involve Metallica?
And Friday will be a street scrap.
Okay. Scrapping, hoarding, tinkering fun. What are you planned?
I'm going to scrap out a Nighthawk router and post a video for that. Monday night, I stream from 9 to 11, which I'll be doing. It's what we call the French Roast of Fury. It's kind of a donation type thing for to win a prize. This prize is going to be a 1844 Russian ruble.
Ooh.
So that should be fun. That'll take place for the next 2 weeks. And of course, I will be getting my stuff out of my storage unit. So, and no film for that, unfortunately.
Yeah, getting your stuff out of the storage unit is the big thing.
Yeah.
Parknest, what's the story for you?
I'll have a video out on Friday, which will be an XC90 video, third installment of the rear parking sensor saga. And yes, it gets fixed.
Okay, well, don't spoil the end. Don't spoil the end.
Yeah, but it'll
that's
be
like saying
description,
when
so
someone goes to watch a movie, what happens? Well, they all get killed. So it's not much fun. Right, so we'll check them out. I have no video coming out this Thursday because it's every second Thursday. So I had a video out last Thursday, and if you haven't watched it already, why not? And what is taking you so long? So what I'm going to do to make it easy for you guys, I'm going to put the link to my last video in there. So if you haven't got enough of Scrapping Irish for one night, you can always go and check out my other video that I put up. So I'll put the link in there. So if you want to go over, guys, and check out last Thursday's video, away you go. If not, we're no longer friends. Only joking. Thanks for being with me. I enjoyed your company all night again, and to everyone that came up on the chat, I really appreciate you giving up time to come up, and everyone that was in the chat and who were just lurking and may not have even commented, thanks for dropping in. And before you go, hit the like and see you all next week. Ralph?
Congratulations to Scrapman Dan for reaching 300 subscribers.
And?
Bye.
And?
Scrap you later.
There you go. There you go.